Okay. Yep. That's working. Close is dope. That whole working, ain't it? Yeah. Hold up. Let me see what we got going on here. Got no gain on that. Okay. Make sure y'all can hear me good. Um, put a little bit more gain on there. All right. There we go. Yo, hey, what's happening, King Louis? What's happening, baby boy? What's happening? Shoot, man. You know what it is, man. You know we got all those haters out there in the world. You know, hey, Will Magic Man. Hey, man, you recovered yet? Yeah, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know. Hmm. Yeah, I had to test the whole out because I got forgot I had to let this mic Pete. Actually, I had to let it. I got to let it warm up a bit because it's a it just needs to warm up. Hey, Will Magic Man, you know anything about uh Neve Neve preamps? You know anything about Neve preamps? I ain't got a Neve preamp, but you know anything about Neve preamps? Yeah, but great car last night. King Louis said great car last night, but I peep something. What you peep something? What you peep? What you peep? Man, I put it like this. I thought the Benavidez fight was the only fight that was well, the Chris Arreola too. Chris Arreola too. Nah, that's the only fight I didn't get to watch. That's the only fight I didn't see. I saw Chris Arreola. I saw all the fights. I saw Chris Arreola and above. I saw everything above that one. I didn't see the Marcellus Wilder fight, man. I think I got on too late. I got on too late, or maybe it just didn't. I don't know. I don't know because I thought I came on at the right time. I thought I did came on. I thought I made it for everything, but I was I'm also disappointed in what you call it. I'm disappointed in Fox Sports. I'm disappointed in the Cats, and the reason why I'm disappointed in Fox Sports is because they don't have. You can't use the Chromecast and stream it to your TV from your phone or your smart device. So I'm kind of pissed off at them with that. But I just logged in to my old lady's laptop and sat in the bed and watched the fight. We was gonna do some lamb chops before that, but I ended up doing them right now. And they came out good too. Yeah, King Louis. I thought I was gonna fight in the prelims too, but I missed it. I missed it. Yeah, you know. But let's get into it, folks, man. This is how it is, man. These cats out here, Deontay Wilder is gonna make these cats bend the knee. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, what's gonna happen is, in my opinion, eventually, the same thing like with Errol Spence that's going on. Eventually, these cats gonna realize that hey, this man is all that. You know what I'm saying? Is all that. You know, like a big bag of chips with the dip. You know what I'm saying? That's from that's Keith Murray right there. Just one of his lines. But he all that, and I don't understand. Like, you know, when you go around these channels, and when you go around the internet, everybody love to hate. You know, and the thing about it is that it's a good thing that you guys are out there hating. What's up, Laws D the pimpin'? What's happening? It's a good thing that you guys are out there hating. And the reason why it is a good thing that you guys are out there hating is because it doesn't matter. You're giving Deontay Wilder free publicity. Deontay Wilder is outreaching to the masses and all this stuff without having to do nothing because he has haters. You know, sporting Dicky Booty icons. You know, and the list goes on and on. Wrecked by McGregor, Bruce Vane, the boxing live, whatever he called himself. The list goes on and on. You know, and it's good though, because the more you talk about Deontay Wilder, the more people know who Deontay Wilder is. You know what I'm saying? You can throw out there, you can say, well, he turned down an alleged $100 million contract, 80, $100 million contract, whatever the case may be. But last thing I thought that Deontay Wilder offered Anthony Joshua would appear to be for some $50 to $80 million. And he turned that down. Why is that? Is it because the fight was going to be on BT Sports? Was it because that Anthony Joshua fans deserved it, that deserved to have the fight in the UK? Was it because the $50 million didn't exist? Was it because whatever? It doesn't matter. It didn't matter. Everybody know in the boxing game. Everybody know. How stupid you got to be to believe that Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman couldn't come up with $50 million? How stupid you got to be? Because at the end of the day, if you believe that Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel couldn't come up with $50 million, but you can believe that the Zone could come up with infinite amounts of money when they don't even have a track record of being successful. They don't even have a track record of being successful. You could believe that people could believe that Edward Hearn can give Triple G 30 million or DAZN could give him 32 million or whatever the case may be, or that Edward Hearn has 12 to 15 million dollars to give to Deontay Wilder for a Anthony Joshua fight. You could believe that. But how the fuck do you know you got the money? Did y'all see? Did Deontay Wilder's team ever ask for proof of funds? A proof of authenticity? No. But the thing that remains is that it doesn't matter. If the 80 million to 100 million, the 80 million or 100 million dollars is real. You see what I'm saying? Because if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to take it because they're trying to lock him in for 3 fights, how was that a duck? How was that a duck? If you don't want to take a fight because you know somebody else will be in control of your creativity, somebody else will be in control of your career, how was that a duck? But how is it a duck if the $50 million is still on the table, but you don't want to take it? How is it not a duck if somebody offers you $50 million and then you say your trainer, Rob McCracken, whatever his name is, Rob, I make it cracking, or Rob, I don't make it cracking. You get on the interview and say that he talked you out of it. Because Anthony Joshua didn't care whether or not the 50 million offer was real or not. He wanted to find out. And it makes it seem that the whole way that it was going down, that Edward Hearn just wanted to make sure that he put it out to where he made it feel like to everybody out there in the UK and around the world that to him, the $50 million didn't exist. But the $50 million didn't exist. So what if it didn't? You couldn't find out. So what if the $50 million didn't exist and the $50 million was banked off of what they bring in after the fight, and you still get your $50 million with your 80% of the back end? So what? So what? The only reason why you would ask for proof of funds is because you already had an out. You already had a reason not to say, nah, I don't want to take it. I don't want to take the fight because you don't have the money up front. But I know that you guys are heavy hitters in the game. I know that Shelly Finkel helped the AJ Povetkin fight happen. I know that Al Heyman has a great track record in boxing. Yeah, he got a few hiccups, but he's been doing his thing. I don't hear him talking about bankruptcy. What's up, syndicate? What's happening, baby? So, the whole thing goes on. It's beautiful. And the reason why I say it is beautiful is because of the simple fact is that eventually, people are going to peep and recognize game. Hey, y'all, I'll be right back. Let me go get something real quick. Was that quick enough? Was that quick enough? Because eventually somebody's gonna have to fight the man. Somebody's gonna have to fight Deontay Wilder. I mean, Dominic Brazil is right now. Check this out though. You got Joseph Parker, right? Joseph Parker, right? He fights. He has a belt. He fights Anthony Joshua. No rematch clause. Goes to the decision. Loses his belt. Goes into a fight with Dillian White. Some people say he won. Doesn't matter. BoxRec says he lost. What happens? See that? This dude not only fucked his whole career up, Joseph Parker, but he took money out of his own family mouth by not instilling a rematch clause. He took money out of his family's mouth because he did not take a rematch clause. You see what I'm saying? The thing about it is it doesn't matter whether or not you believe you could win. It's irrelevant when it comes to negotiations. What matters is that you're taking you choose when you get in these meetings with these guys what you're willing and what you're not willing to take. So these Anthony Joshua nut hugger protectors, whatever you want to call them, believe that Deontay Wilder should take whatever Edward Hearn or DAZN gives them. Dropped a whole bunch of water. Should take whatever he gives. Like, what kind of senseless shit is that? Nah, man. If you really want to fight, man, you're gonna have to take what the fuck I give you, man. Nothing more, nothing less. Blasey blah, woo woo woo. No, that ain't how it goes. That is not how it goes. Yeah, King Louis. Hey, Mike, one of these AJ fans going to say that AJ fights Earl. Laugh out loud. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. What you gonna say? What they gonna do? They gonna go around here, talk they shit, flap their lips about some shit that they're gonna flap their lips about some bullshit, basically. And then, look, I don't give a fuck if Deontay Wilder goes wherever. I don't give a fuck if he signs with DAZN. I don't give a fuck if he signs with ESPN, right? The whole thing about it is that look at these AJ guys. Look how they reacted when Deontay Wilder threw the $50 million at AJ. Oh, he can't even win a purse bid. They can't even win a purse bid. How they got the money? Why the fuck you? Why does it fucking care if where the money's coming from? You should have been like $50 million. Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Was it a reasonable offer? Was it a reasonable offer to accept Instead of sit up over there and be like, well, he doesn't have the $50 million. He doesn't. If Deontay Wilder thinks he can really win, then how come we just can't accept what Edward Hearn and AJ give to him? Come on, bruh. Them is all pity pat ass excuses to say that. No, as a fan, I want Deontay Wilder to fight AJ on Matchroom Boxing and in AJ's terms. That's what they want. They don't. What kind of fucking fan are you? Because that's what you spill, man. That's the vibe that you give off. Even your fans, even your subs. They give off the fucking notion that they want Deontay Wilder to sit up over there and have to bend at the knee. That's what they doing. They don't want Wilder to win in negotiations. They don't want Wilder to be saying, nah, I'm picking the refs. Nah, you fighting on my platform. Nah, this and that and the third. But there's no problem when it comes to Anthony Joshua doing that. Ain't no problem with him doing that. It's like, yeah, stick it to him, AJ. Stick it to him, Matchroom. Stick it to him, Edward. Stick it to him. Make that skinny leg dude bend at the knee. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Really? Really? Nah, I never heard of the YouTube channel Johnny Boy, but I tell you like this. These motherfucking channels are suckers. You know, you got Ryan McGregor making a video talking about Deontay Wilder claims he will shock the world with announcement this Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And he's contemplating on that. It don't matter. What if he does shock the world? What if Deontay Wilder shocks the world and signs a $200 to $300 million contract with ESPN or Fox News or DAZN? Right? How would they feel on the other? How would you feel if that DAZN gave Deontay Wilder a better contract than what Matchroom Boxing gave to AJ? How would you feel then? Then what would you say? What's say St. Cruzan? What's happening? Hey, World Breaker, what's happening? What's happening? And then what would you say? That's probably why can't that happen? Why can't Deontay Wilder get 200 million, 300 million like Canelo did from DAZN? What if that happens? What if that happens? If motherfuckers want to sit out there and speculate what's going on with Deontay Wilder, if you want to speculate that there's 80 million or $100 million out there, that's not all DAZN can give. We know that. You gave Canelo 365 or whatever, 364, whatever. You gave him that. And you only talking about giving Wilder 80 million, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So how come he can't get no more than that? I don't know. You go ask Skipper. And Skipper ain't the one that's making the decisions. Skipper is just the guy to get out there and find, is the fact finder and stuff like that. He speaks on behalf of DAZN. You know what I'm saying? He speaks on behalf of DAZN probably and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he's not the one making the decisions. Deontay Wilder says, nah, I'm not really, looking at that. That's not, I think you guys can do better. I think we could do more. That's like me going out there and saying, let's say for instance, yeah, man, I do your brakes. So I do your fronts and your backs. I do them for $40 a piece. That's $80 right there. But you buy the parts and stuff like that. And then you come at me and you're like, nah, man, but I can get it done for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I'm like, well, 40 for the front, 40 for the back. I can get it done. We'd be done with this in about 30, 45 minutes, but if you take it or leave it. And the guy's like, yeah, I can't do it, man. Then I'll be like, okay, man, look, 35, we in and out the door. Cause we got to meet somewhere. Hey, if he signs with Fox, it's going to be more than 80 million. It's going to be more than 100 million. And then if Deontay Wilder signs with Fox, how would everybody else feel? Edward Hearn gonna be like, damn, I fucked up. Tyson Fury's gonna be like, damn, I fucked up. Actually, to tell you the truth, there shouldn't be nothing stopping Anthony Joshua from fighting on Fox. There shouldn't be nothing stopping Anthony Joshua from fighting on any platform out here in America. You know, as far as we want to go with what Slave Driver Hearn got to say, because Slave Driver Hearn is out there saying, oh, he can fight on this platform, he can fight on that platform. And then you got these cats out there saying that, oh, Anthony Joshua only has a one fight deal with DAZN and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? There we go. There we go. So what are you guys talking about? Fight by fight basis? Or are you guys talking about he ain't got a deal? He can fight where he wants to. So it doesn't matter how you put it, how you flip it. But the question is that if we're going by the narrative that these guys are going by, what's up, Raw Sportsman Lee? What's happening, baby? If we're going by the narrative that these guys are going by, let's be real about it. If you want to say that the fighter is the A side on what a promoter is willing to give him, or a network is willing to give them, before we find out what the fight actually generates, then if Wilder gets 300 and if Wilder gets more than $100 million, you know what I'm saying? Then really, who's the A side then? If y'all want to play the A side game, then who's the A side then? Because that's the game you guys playing. You guys playing the A side game. So if Fox or ESPN or any of these networks out there give Deontay Wilder anything remotely more than what Anthony Joshua has got from Matchroom Boxing or DAZN, then he's not the A side. But by the game that you guys are playing, right? Because the games that you guys are playing, that Anthony Joshua was the A side because he's getting $32 million for the Jarrell Miller fight. Well, we already figured out that's coming from the Daily Star, which is the tabloid out of the UK, right? So, you know, if you put it like that, that's $32 million. That's $32 million has nothing to do with what the fight generated, because we all assuming out here Anthony Joshua's not known in the U.S. Big Baby Miller's not known in the U.S. So who's going to show up and watch the fight? Who's going to buy the DAZN? Who's going to buy the subscription to the DAZN to watch that fight? Then not even on that note, how the fuck is DAZN going to gauge? How the fuck is DAZN going to gauge how many people that watch the fight? You know what I'm saying? Well, they can, but they're not going to put it out there. But anyways, the narrative that they're pushing out there, 32 million, that doesn't exist, that never did existed, that Anthony Joshua was supposed to be getting from DAZN, makes him the A side. So if Deontay Wilder is willing to give this guy $50 million, right? $50 million to fight him, and then Anthony Joshua signs what, 100? What did he sign with DAZN Matchroom Boxing with, for like $100 million for a couple fights or something like that? So, you know, if Deontay Wilder does 150, 300, you can't say shit. I mean, y'all can, because that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna flip the narrative to say something different, you know, move the goalpost down the street, you know, way down the block. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's beautiful though, because I could go on any of these YouTube channels, Wrecked by McGregor, Sport the Dick Booty Icons, and the list goes on, and all I see is Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder. And that's what I'm talking about. Keep speaking about him. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you debunking the 80 million, if you calling him the B side, the D side, the Z side. I don't give a fuck. Keep giving Deontay Wilder the praise that he deserves. Keep giving him the look that he deserves. Keep on keeping on. Because at the end of the day, if you look at what happened with Floyd, people made him bigger by fucking doubting him. People made Floyd bigger by doubting him. People made Floyd bigger by betting against him. People was going to buying these tickets to watch a Mexican fighter beat him. Just to hope, to pray. Coming in there with they long, elongated candles with Mother Teresa on there and shit. Praying that we might see Floyd Mayweather lose. Hating on him at every angle. Not hating on him because he was arrogant. Not hating on him because he couldn't talk right. Not hating on him for the shit that you should hate for not backing his own people. Y'all was hating on him because he was good, because he was great. And y'all knew y'all couldn't touch him. So look at Deontay Wilder. Y'all can hate on his boxing abilities all you want, but you got to have boxing abilities to beat all these types of motherfuckers in a row. How many knockouts he got? How many amateur fights does he have to get a bronze medal and come out and go immediately into the pros? but he can't box. He can't box. Oh, he couldn't box because he couldn't figure out how to get past um Tyson Fury's jab because he kept doing all that goddamn Freddie Roach shuffle in the ring and he couldn't figure him out. And he couldn't figure him out. How the fuck you gonna tell a motherfucker jab coming, a motherfucker doing this? You know he doing all that damn making sure that his coke ain't in his nose no more. Come on, man. How you gonna figure somebody out? Keep doing that during the jab, and his jab ain't that quick. It was just him doing that. He knew he had to be unpredictable. He had to be unpredictable to get his jab off. He had to do all them antics. He had to do all them antics in the ring against Deontay Wilder, and still got laid down on his back 3 times. Still, but he can't box. He can't box. I don't get it. And then let's put it like this. All you Deontay Wilder haters, how about y'all dissect Joseph Parker's resume? How about you dissect that? If you want to talk about Deontay Wilder's resume, I don't see y'all talking about I don't see y'all dissecting Dillian White's. I don't see y'all dissecting Joseph Parker's, because if y'all dissect Joseph Parker's, if we dissected Joseph Parker's resume, wasn't no way in hell Joseph Parker was supposed to last 12 rounds against AJ. But he did. Yeah. So what is it? Can Anthony Joshua box like y'all claim he could box? Or does he just hit hard? Which one? But like I said, let's go back to it. Deontay Wilder. Boy, oh boy. You can hate him. You could talk about him all you want, but there's one thing's for certain. Deontay Wilder pays y'all motherfucking bills. He pays y'all bills. I saw some of y'all channels out there going live for the Errol Spence fight, like Sporting Dick and the Booty Icons, but didn't want to pick between Earl, didn't want to pick between Earl and Mikey Garcia. Why could you come on, man? You knew it was gonna win that, baby. You know, early was gonna get in there and knock that nigga out early, but you was just like, but I want to hate on them LDBC guys just in case. This motherfucker made himself a cushion. Syndicate J said if Wilder was from the UK, they wouldn't be saying shit. Oh man. And if Wilder was from the UK, god damn. They be doing them channels out there, they wouldn't even be channels right now. They wouldn't even be channels right now. They wouldn't be. They'd just be, they'd probably have the same amount of subs I got. They have the same amount of subs I got. They wouldn't, and they wouldn't be on YouTube. Like, remember, Sporting Dick and Booty Icons and Wrecked by McGregor, they was crying about how they was losing viewerships and how people wasn't watching their videos and stuff like that. Talking about that, I think that should quit. I'm still at it. I'm happy. I'm happy with the people that's here. I'm happy with the people that's here. Shit, fuck it. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even if I only had one person watching or 0 people watching, I still do an hour or 2 hours. I still get on here and do my thing because it ain't about that. It ain't about how many motherfuckers gonna watch my video. Oh, only 2. Oh, you all up in your feelings. It's all it is about you getting your point across, and maybe 1 or 2 people out there get it, and you know, comment and stuff like that, critique what you got to say, maybe give you a good couple pointers, maybe create some more further dialogue when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out there, you know, these motherfucking channels out there like Wrecked by McGregor and Sporting Dick and the Booty Icons. Check this out, man. If it wasn't for Deontay Wilder, what would you be? Where would you be? If it wasn't for Anthony Joshua, where would you be? Who would you be talking about? You wouldn't be the channel that you was if it wasn't for Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. So keep it real. That's all you got. That's all you got. Now, when Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua, then what you gonna do? Thanks, Laws. Dude, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Then what you gonna do? Are you gonna flock over here? Are you gonna come up over? You gonna come over here to the LDBC, or are you going? What you gonna do? You go? Oh, nah, you can't just come over here like that. So you're gonna have to create another YouTube channel, and then you got to come in. You got to create another. You got to create another Gmail account, create another YouTube channel, and then you can come up over here. Because once we figure out who you is, you know what I'm saying? We gonna clown you. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna trip with some of y'all, but Wreck by McGregor and Sporting Dick and Booty Icons, y'all went a little bit too far. Y'all went a little bit too far when it comes between it's different. It's a difference between me picking Earl and Sporting Dick and Booty Icons picking Mikey Garcia. And then the fight happens and Mikey Garcia wins. There's a difference. These guys solely have an agenda, which is to destroy Deontay Wilder, destroy the LDBC. That's what their agenda is. My agenda is not to destroy you, my brother. My agenda is to put out there that these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh shit, you could probably see that, huh? Can you see that? Yeah, my bad. My agenda is to not I didn't even know that was my bad, y'all. I don't mean for y'all to see that. My agenda is not to destroy these channels. My agenda is to yeah, my mind was on that because I thought I heard something. You know what I'm saying? That I was gonna have to, you know, clap on somebody. My agenda is not to destroy these guys. My agenda is to bring awareness that some of these channels out there ain't for you. Some of these channels out there is trying to get over on you. Get you up in there, subscribe to that channel so they can sit there and make money off you. What's up, Ron Finkley? What's happening, baby boy? So they can make some money off of you. That's what they're doing. Make sure St. Cruz got a wrench. I just thought about that after I seen Ron Finkley coming here. Syndicate, you can get one too. Syndicate, add moderator. St. Cruz got a wrench. Okay, cool. Oh, y'all got a wrench. Yep. All right, cool. It's just to bring awareness. Make sure that I'm out here. Yeah, Pistol Pete. Make sure I'm out here doing right by boxing. Make sure I'm out here combating these guys. Every time they make a video, I'm gonna make a video. You make a video clowning up and trying to discredit Deontay Wilder, I'm gonna make a video. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it only gets 20 views. I don't care if it gets 1 view. I don't care if it gets 0 views. I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Ron Finkley. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We're not playing boxing. You got it right. And that's what these guys are doing. They want you to go up over there and just to subscribe because they talking shit. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. So, I was not a fan of social media. Still kind of not a fan, but at first I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I knew when YouTube first came out, I refused to get on there because I was just like, you know, I don't want people all of my business. If they know where to find me, if they want to find me. I told the same thing. People like for years, I didn't have a cell phone. Even as an adult, I was like, if y'all want to find me, y'all want to get in touch with me, y'all know where I'm at, you know where I live. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while, man, I just, you know, started getting on there and stuff like that. And then like, you know, you start to, you know, even with the tutorial videos, you see the same thing. You know, you see a whole bunch of this person make this video, this person see this video, remake the video, that person remakes it. And they all only doing that just to get you in there, subscribe so they can make some money. You know, so Ron Philly said, I see the haters already. Yeah, Ron Philly said, that's how we win. Keep the grass low and share the real content. Yeah, you got to. You got to. Share. I mean, that's what I do. All right, that's enough of that. I share content all day. I don't have no animosity towards nobody as far as the LDBC is. I might not like exactly completely what they're saying and stuff like that. But I'll be damned if I got to sit up here and say it in public. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to attack nobody, and I'm not going to attack nobody. I might get. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to hit them on the low, because at the end of the day, is that if just because I don't get your point of view, don't make you wrong, or don't make you wrong. Just because I don't get your point of view does not make you wrong. But wait, what makes you wrong is that if we all can see the facts, if the facts is out there readily available for us to see, and somebody says otherwise, then there's something wrong with it. You see what I'm saying? Then there's something wrong with it. Let's get some of this Pito box. Then there's something wrong with it. Yeah, the red pill or the blue pill. Blue blood on right now, but he's the movement that on right now, but it's the movement that counts. I stress this to people every day. Bring boxing to the front. Yeah. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, Ron. And I wish that when I saw that picture on World Breaker Fighting Channel, I wish I could have been there. I wish more LDBC brothers could have been there. I wish World Breaker would have had an LDBC hat on rather than a Cowboys hat on. I wish more of us could have been there. Because if more of us could have been there, motherfuckers would have been hot. How would you feel? How would you feel? Like, check this out. I don't see any of the Sporting Dick and Booty icons fans getting together going and watch a fight. I don't see any of the wrecked by McGregor's booty out there going to these fights and clicking up. I don't see none of them cats doing that. I don't see nobody. Some of these cats on you on that be coming on my channel and coming on other people's channel, they from Michigan. And I've been talking to a few of the brothers, like, come on, man. Let's go to a couple of these amateur fights, man. Let's link up. Somebody bring a camera. I bring a juice pack. Somebody else bring a juice pack. We'll keep the camera juiced up. And let's go around and let's ask some of these fans and stuff like that. And let's show that, hey, we not about personally attacking people. We not about personally attacking somebody because of their way of view, because they choose to like some fighter, even though they wrong by the reason why they like the fighter, even though we know it, but we could disagree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? We could get along, cohabitate. Syndicate J said, contract said if Wilder beat AJ, AJ gets a rematch, but if AJ beats Wilder, AJ don't have to get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we saying, Syndicate J. And they knew that. They just chose not to say it. They just chose not to say what it really is. And that's the disgusting thing about it. And that's the reason why I don't care what it is. BFTB, Fanon, any of these cats out there, they can say anything that they want to. They can say anything that they want to. They can give out bounties for BFTB's head if you could do it. And none of them cats gonna show up. The only people that got the balls to show up is a small few that don't have that is a small few. It's a small few. And half of those guys don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Majority of them don't know what the fuck they talking about on BFTB's channel. I'm listening to them and I'm just shaking my head. I want to dig through my computer screen and punch them. You know, Ron Philly said, I make sure every day that knows me, I make sure everybody that knows me see our movement. Salute. I share it to 78 down just to know we are boxing, bro. Yeah, you should. That's what just like you doing is what everybody else should be doing. When you see 78 Fanon and you see BFTB and them cats out there and they digging in somebody's chest, or they speaking, are they getting out some good knowledge? I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Fanon talking about Game of Thrones. I don't care if it's Fanon talking about life in general. I don't care if it's Fanon talking about his kids going to college. Share that shit. That might get somebody else off their ass to be in their kid's life. That might give somebody else a better perspective on Game of Thrones. It might give somebody a better perspective on boxing. Share that shit. And Ron Figley, yeah, we move in unity. Yes. King Louis said, Ron Figley, what's your IG? I would say I got an IG, but it's not, I don't post stuff. I don't post my stuff on mine. I post other people's stuff because I don't really care for people subscribing to me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the more is not the merrier. You know what I'm saying? For far as I'm concerned, but I ain't tripping though. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and that's another reason why you should sign to some of these Patreons out there, like 78 and Fanon and World Breaker and all them other cats, because you might get some shit that can help you. And then the thing about it is, the LDBC is the only channel to where you can email people and get fucking life advice. You can actually, if you're trying to buy a car, if you're trying to buy a house, if you're trying to go to school, if you're trying to if you're trying to get a degree, if you need a study buddy, if you need to find somebody that can teach you a little bit something more than what you know right now, you can't get it from them channels. You can't get it from them channels. They don't give you no type of life substance. They just get on there and talk about boxing. They lying to you. You can't get it. You can't get nothing. You can't get nothing to like. Check this out. Sporty Dick and Booty icons. I mean, I know I don't get no 100. I never did past 20. I probably never. I did like 15 one time, but I never did past 20 people on my live stream. And I'm thankful for that. And I ain't out here striving to get more. I ain't out here bitching and moaning to get more. I ain't out here bitching about how YouTube keep taking away subscribers. YouTube keep taking away my likes. YouTube keep taking around my watch count. I don't care. But what I'm saying is that if you have 3,200 subscribers, 32,000 subscribers, 32,000 subscribers, and when you go live, you only have 100. You ain't breaking the 150 barrier. You ain't breaking the 150 barrier on your channel when you go live. And you out here doing the Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia fight card. You over here talking about that on your live stream, and then before you go live, you over here downplaying the LDBC as you go. But when you come on our live streams, we doing live feeds and stuff like that, ain't nobody worried about you. We worried about what's happening in boxing right now. We worried about who's in the ring right now. Ron Philly said, you got me beat. I had 4 at best on my live stream, but that's better than none, Ron. That's better than none, Ron. Let me go to your channel, hit that bell icon. So I can get them. I'm already subscribed, but I don't think I hit the bell icon. There we go. I hit it. Just in case you go live, I get it. I get it and be on. You know, I'll be on more on Kingsley Thompson. He just go on live too early for me. I'm at work when he go live, but I'll be on that too. What's up, Marquez Johnson? What's happening, baby? I had to clear my ears. I'll be on that too, man. I don't understand how you can get on YouTube and be a boxing fanatic, be a boxing know-it-all. You know, what's up, PK Boxing? What's happening, baby? And say that, oh, I don't know if Earl gonna win. I want Mikey to win, though. Because you wanna give yourself an escape route. You want to give yourself a fucking escape route to where you could go back and you could say, ha ha ha, the LDBC, their boy lost again. Blah blah woo woo woo. Fighters are going to lose. Deontay Wilder's going to lose. AJ's going to lose. Tyson Fury's going to lose. Everybody's going to lose. But what are you going to do when your moneymaker loses? What are you going to do? Because we could go on the long list of fighters out there that the LDBC reps. We can go on a long loop. We could go on a long list. Then we could go back and we could look at videos of a long list of fighters that the LDBC has backed that lost that were still backed. They don't have that? They don't have that type of mentality. They have, what have you done for me lately? Have you won? Not who have you fought, but have you won? Yeah, Ron Feakley. I made a video about her too. I made a video about Clarissa Shields before a lot of people made a video about her. You know what I'm saying? I made a video talking about how she was gonna fight Christina Hammer, and then the fight ended up getting canceled. I hope Clarissa Shields knocks that bitch uterus loose. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel. You know, people want to come up over here and give the wrong people shine all the time. You know, oh, she looked good. Oh, this and the third. Fuck that shit. You know, fuck how a boy motherfucker look. Fuck is she pretty? Can she fight? As far as women's boxing is concerned, for me, women's boxing ain't no America's Top Model when they have a whole bunch of dudes that dress up like women trying to tell women how they should look. This ain't no fucking fashion show. This ain't no Miss America show. This is who can fucking box. That's where I'm at. And I think Clarissa Shields can box. I think she beat Gabriel's ass. I think she beat Gabriel's ass so bad the bitch couldn't think straight in the ring no more. Let alone fucking use her legs properly. Because her legs were wobbly. If you go back and look at the fight. They didn't have that same fucking how would you say every time she took a step, you could tell they're not steady no more. Ron Feakley said at Famous going to fight in April. Me and Main Event Mark thinking about road trip and that shit. Let's get it in. Yeah. I was hoping she was gonna fight in Detroit again. I was hoping the fight was gonna be in Detroit. I don't know why. What is it, Atlantic City? Let's look. I don't know why they doing it in Atlantic City when she's no more in Detroit. I don't understand that. I think it's in Atlantic City. Yeah, Atlantic City. Like I said, at the boardwalk. Yeah, Ron Feakley, you might as well go, man. You might as well go. Get you an LDBC shirt or an LDBC hat. Get your ass up in there. You know what I'm saying? Get your ticket. You know what I'm saying? And get up in there and rep. It should be a good fight. I mean, Christina Hammer look like Christina Hammer look like she knows how to box. But to me, I think that Christina Hammer just knows how to throw combinations. I think Christina Hammer only knows how to get in the ring and bully a bitch. But she's going to get in the ring with somebody that knows how to do the same thing that she knows how to do. Be physical. And I saw some of Christina Hammer's fight. And she's kind of like she's a dirty fighter. She's kind of a dirty fighter. Let's see the height difference. Damn, they don't say Christina Hammer's height on BoxRec. Let's see. Let's see if I click on bout. Okay, when I clicked on bout, it says that Christina Hammer is 5'11". Says that Christina Hammer is 5'11". Carissa Shields is 5'8". Ain't that big of a difference, really. Where's the reach? Reach is 71 inches for Christina Hammer. Reach on. Whoop, wrong button. I meant to click bout. Let's go back. Meant to click bout. 68 reach versus a 71. So about the same with the height difference. But the thing about it is, it ain't gonna matter. Christina Hammer, she got a little jab on her and stuff like that. I noticed that Clarissa Shields stays in front of her opponents a lot. So in this fight, she's gonna need to. If she wants to stay in front of her opponent, she's gonna have to move. She's gonna have to move her head. She's gonna have to bob and weave a bit. I think she can get this fight. I think she can knock this woman out. Well, not knock her out, but I think she can get on points. I think she's gonna get her on points. I think she's gonna get Gabriel on points, man. Ronald Figley says she sacrificed too much to hit somebody. Yeah, I mean, but sometimes that's the mentality you got to have. You know, but what Christina Hammer gonna do? You know, is she gonna realize that she's gonna have to hit her to take it to, but at the same time gonna have to take a punch, because that's what's gonna happen. Krista Shields ain't one of the fighters that's gonna sit there and just take your punches. She gonna give and take. She gonna take one of your punches and she gonna give you one of hers, just like she did with Gabriel. Ron Figley, Christina Hammer ain't got shit. What she got is leaning on fighters with her elbow and stuff like that. She don't have that much power when it comes to people that can punch back. People that can punch back, that's what's gonna get her. Same thing like with men's boxing. All that being able to outbox somebody and stuff like that, yeah, that's cool and dandy. But what you gonna do when you got to take a punch? Unless you're Tony Harrison and you know how to get on your horse and gallop around the ring and stuff like that and run from your opponent and then just throw pop shots, every now and again, then maybe you might win something. But that ain't her type of style. She a dirty fighter in my book. Ron Figley said, depends on how long it takes for Hammer to get weak. In my opinion, I don't think she got that stamina like Carissa Shields. And Carissa Shields showed a lot of stamina when she fought Gabriel, because she stood in front of her the whole fight, took her punches, throw punches back. Christina Gabriel didn't have the stamina either. Didn't have nowhere near the stamina that she had. And that's what me and Laws. That's what me and Laws is talking about. I believe that with boxing right now, the first and foremost thing that you should have is stamina. You know what I'm saying? Stamina. The second thing you should have is a good jab. And you should be able to trust your good jab. A lot of these fighters, they have a jab, but don't utilize it like they're supposed to. Look at Deontay Wilder. Has a great jab. Deontay Wilder has a great jab when he feels like using it. But it seems like he don't trust it enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what Deontay Wilder should do is double up. Double up with the jab. You know what I'm saying? Jab and move. Switch angles. Jab and and immediately back up. Look at Earl. What he did was when he threw his jab, when he noticed that Mikey Garcia was going to try to come up over the top, he threw the jab and he immediately backed up out of distance, or he doubled up on it. Because that's what Mikey Garcia was trying to do. Counter. The whole fucking fight. Ron Finley jokers hate on Tevin, but he just needs stamina. I mean, I think Tevin stamina is cool. I think his stamina is cool, but the thing that fucked him up a lot was when he ran up over there to the zone. That wasn't really the fucking, that was like, do I really want to get behind this guy? Yeah, no. But Farmer is still gonna get his props. He's not gonna be like one of those fighters to where like he fights somebody and we know he's gonna lose. It's not like he's gonna fight somebody when we know he's gonna beat the guy. We're just gonna be like, I hope he loses. We're gonna be like, man, the motherfucker gonna win. I got him. But I just about whoop. But the whole thing about it is, who's Tevin gonna fight? Who's Tevin fighting? Who is he fighting next? Who is he fighting next? Evan Farmer ain't helping nobody over there. Ron Finley said he helping them out because Floyd bitch ass promoter. Floyd ain't no bitch ass promoter. Floyd knew he ain't about shit. Floyd know what Farmer's about. Floyd knows what he about. Floyd know he food. Floyd know Tevin Farmer food. You know what I'm saying? Who this? He know they food. Come on. Last thing Floyd wants is somebody to affect his bottom line, which is his money. Floyd's bottom line is his money. Tevin Farmer fighting who? Ron Finley. Tevin fighting who? I mean, because we look at it, look at Tevin Farmer doing with Tank. You got DAZN wanting to grab Tank. But what DAZN is fucking up with is that what is Tank's track record outside the ring? How can you get somebody? That's going to happen. But the whole thing about it is that Tank is going to have to go to where? Tank is going to have to fight on DAZN. Now, is that going to be a 1-fight deal on DAZN or a 2-fight deal on DAZN? How come DAZN couldn't be like, hey, man, look, y'all fight on my platform first, and then let's do a 2-fight deal. Y'all fight on my platform first. Then whoever wins, we fight on whatever platform y'all want. That's not what they're trying to do. I don't know if Tank can move up or not. And that's but Tank Ron Finley said Tank can't move up effectively at 135 would expose Tank, bro. Maybe not. Maybe not. We all know that Tank walks around. He walks around at what? 160? He walks around at what? 160? He's flying through them. He's flying through them boys right now with his power and his weight. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing about it is it might be great for Tank to move up. Because then he won't have no weight issues. You know what I'm saying? Well, he probably still would have weight issues. You know what I'm saying? Until he move all the way up to the 60s. If he wants to do that. But man, that'd be hard. That'd be if Tank can move up to 160. I mean, can move up to the move up there. That'd be tough at his height, but he won't be the first dude at his height to be something. Hell, Mike Tyson was fighting dudes that was what? 6'3", 6'4"? E Bunny, let's look at him. E Bunny is how tall? And he got whooped on by Mikey Garcia. Oh, he only 5'11". I don't know why I was thinking that motherfucker like 6'3", 6'4". I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah, but anyways, Mikey Garcia is 5'6". So there you go. You know, but it's feasible from the but you know, it's not. It's like one of them things. Yeah, he tall but fight small. You ain't lying, Ron Figley. You ain't lying. That's the motherfucker that need to trust his jab. That's all he had to do. You saw what Earl did with doubling it up on the jab with him. You saw what happened with that. Motherfucker didn't know what to do. And I think some of them punches hurt him more than what we thought he was. Because I remember watching the replay, Earl hit him with something, and you can see both of his eyes like damn near crossed. And then they caught him. They caught Mikey Garcia walking back to his team, to his corner, and he didn't look like he had the right state of mind. He looked like he got bopped a few times. That's how I be feeling like, you know, when I get a big hit sometimes, like you could feel the effects of the hit, and you kind of like in and out of your body. You know what I'm saying? You kind of in and out of your body. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just how you conduct yourself after that. You know what I'm saying? How you conduct yourself, you know, with your hand. That's what Holyfield was trying to say to some of these cats. Like, you know, that's the reason why he was tapping his head as he was getting them hits, and as he was, you know, because every time he was tapping his head, it told him that his hands was still up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ron Figley, how you let those chumps expose you at 135? I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Not fighting tall, and he didn't even need to fight tall. You don't need to fight tall to throw your jab. But if you taller than the guy, then you know how the guy gonna get to you. He gonna have to lunge. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to lunge and expose himself to land something. Laws D said, Mike, do you think Mikey Garcia would ever fight Tank? King Louis said no. He gonna have to fight somebody. Mikey Garcia is gonna have to. Ron Figley said, salute at Laws, Punch Out TV, UK Stand Up. Mikey Garcia is gonna have to fight somebody to redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia is gonna have to fight somebody to redeem himself, and it might just have to be a black dude. But it can't be any black dude. So let's say, for instance, Mikey Garcia lost, right? Mikey Garcia lost, right? So we would automatically assume that since he lost, like I forget who it was, somebody in LDBC said he gonna run. Maybe it was CB Sport, maybe it was CB Sports. I think it was CB Sports said it. Somebody said in LDBC that he was gonna run back down to them lower weight classes and stay there. Mikey Garcia in the middle of the ring. That's what he said. Oh, I think I'm gonna go back down and revamp myself or whatever he said and blah blah whoop whoop. But that's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. But who the fuck is he gonna fight? Who the fuck is he gonna fight to redeem himself? Y'all, okay, we got one out there. Tank is an option. We got Tank. Somebody already said Tank. Who is the other option? Who is the other option for him out there to fight other than Tank? Because ain't nothing saying that Tank can't move up, right? So Mikey gonna go back down, right? Right? He gonna go back down. He's probably gonna fight somebody at 135, right? Ron Figley said his only option is 140. I see what you're saying. Though, Ron Figley, with the 140. I see what you're saying. Do y'all think Mikey gonna run from Lomachenko? Do y'all think that Mikey Garcia is gonna fight Richard Comey? But I'm talking about 135. I'm talking about 135 right now. 135. Nah, he ain't standing there. Mikey going right. Nah, Mikey's gonna go to Mikey is gonna go back to 135. He's gonna go back to 135. He's gonna you know what I'm saying? Because he got the WBC belt. He's probably gonna end up fighting the mandatory sometime soon. He's going back to 135. He's gonna go back to 135. But Ron Finkley, I see what you're saying with that 140. He can make 135 if he's been making it. He got the WBC belt at 135. Let me put y'all on the screen share so we can do some brainstorming. Here we go. Slide this over so I can see it a bit. Can y'all see that? This is where Mikey at. This is where he hold the belt at. Right? He ain't got nothing here. He got nothing here. Got nothing there. So we got to go back down. Oop, a little bit too far. Right here, right? So as we looking at this, you talking about Mikey? Yeah. I you know what? I wouldn't put it past him. Ron Finkley, I'm not gonna doubt you with that 170. I'm not gonna doubt you when you're thinking that somebody walking. We talking about Mikey? Mikey probably is. But look how much Tank walk around like. See there you go. There you go, right there. Bloom, Luke Campbell. That's his best bet. And any one of these guys, Lenars, this guy, Masayoshi Nakatani, Mendy, Pendraza, Fortuna, Lopez, Haney, Abdulaziz, Champ, yeah, Luke, yep. That's his options. That's his option. These are Mikey's options to redeem himself right here. Well, Linares, I said that right. This is his options. He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight this guy next. This guy next. He's not going to fight them two guys next. He's going to fight somebody in the top 10. In my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, fight Lopez next. There you go. But I don't think he's going to fight Lomachenko next. Not coming off a loss like that. And it wasn't like you can even tell. Like the motherfucker said, look, the motherfucker got in the ring. You could tell he got his ass whooped. Did y'all hear Mikey Garcia say he want a rematch with Errol Spence? Anybody hear? Because I want to confirm it. I don't think I heard that. Only thing I heard was him moving his ass back down to 135, and like Ron Finkley said, somewhere 140, 135. $140, 135. Yeah, crickets. He got to fight some lesser opponent. You know what I'm saying? Now Tank, right here, is right here. 5 pounds, he can move up and fight him. You know what I'm saying? Well, Mikey Garcia don't want none. Not right now. I don't think Mikey Garcia even want to fight Tevin Farmer right now. And then not only that is, what is it going to do for Mikey Garcia fighting Gervonta Davis at 130? What is it going to do for Mikey Garcia? Sorry. What would it do for Mikey Garcia to move down and fight at 130? This right here was his shot at being great. That was Mikey Garcia's shot at being great. 147. And he couldn't do it. And like folks said in the LDBC, maybe Mikey Garcia should have never gotten Earl's way and let Earl take care of Sean Porter. That's what he should have did. He should have let Earl, like one of the brothers said in the LDBC, he should have let Earl. I agree with that. I forgot who said it. Who said that in the LDBC? So we can quote his name, because he was right. Mikey Garcia should have never gotten in the way of Earl Spence and Sean Porter, and should have stayed his punk ass right where he was and fought somebody down there. But instead, yeah, Mikey, he is. After losing that 147, yeah, he is. Because you ain't coming up here. He ain't coming up here. Yeah, I think he can get Tony Harrison. But what about Gerald Hurl? What about Munguia? I don't think so. Oh, 160. I don't think he can get none of these guys. Maybe Danny Jacobs, but I don't know. He ain't moving up that quick. Better bring your ass back down here, boy. But like you said, King Louis, you running out of divisions. This is it. Make your claim up over here at 135. Once you clear that up, move on up here. Like Ron Finley said, 140. Because look who we got. Look who we got. That would have been a better bet. That would have been a better bet than going down than fighting Earl at 130. This would have been a better bet for you. Right here. You could have got up there and fought Jose Ramirez. Any of these guys up over here, and had a better shot than fighting Earl. I don't know why he did it. I know why he did it. Ronald Figure said, boy, yeah. King Louis said he could have got Fielding, but a little bit too late. But Rocky Fielding wouldn't have done nothing for him. Rocky Fielding wouldn't have done well. You know, Rocky Fielding was supposed to be the guy out there in the UK. Not one of the guys, but one out of many. Hold up, y'all. Let me go piss real quick. Yeah, Lost D. That's what. Hold up. I missed something. King Louis said 5 divisions. Lost D said, "Did you see Sean Porter's suit and hat? I saw his tie too. That dude up there looking like what he is, a fucking Lucky Charm. Looking over there talking about something at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, ain't nothing over at the end of the rainbow, but a goddamn bunch of a fucking cauldron full of fucking sugar." Yeah, Ronald Figley, that was a big cherry pick right there. That wasn't nothing to watch. That wasn't nothing to watch. Nothing to see here, folks. King Louis said at Ronald Figley, yeah, laugh my ass off. Facts. That is. King Louis said at Lost D Punch Out, the pimpin' looked like he jumped out of a box of Lucky Charms. Yeah, he did. Sweet than the mother, looking sweet than the motherfucker. But like I said, man, where Mikey gonna go? Who do y'all think Mikey gonna fight next? That's what I want to know. Who do y'all think? Just give me a name. I got the spreadsheet up right here, man. Who do y'all think that this Mikey Garcia guy gonna fight next, man? Like, who do y'all think, man? I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be Tank. He can't afford another loss. Like actually in a row. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Figley said motherfucking Sean Porter looked like Leprechaun Jones. Yeah. Looking like that leprechaun in the hood and shit like that. Looking like that motherfucker. Remember that movie, Leprechaun in the Hood? Oh shit. Yeah, he did. Maybe Pedraza. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, who ain't that one of them dudes that Edward Hearn like to talk about? Ain't that one of them dudes that he be talking about in his I know I heard him say something about him. Tefimo is 135. So sorry, Ron Figley said King Louis said maybe Pedraza. Ron Figley said Tefimo is 135, so he can go back down, fight him, and then see what Bob do. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Lousy the Pippa said both of them, yeah. Yeah. Tefimo and Pedraza. Ross Sportsman Lee said nothing about Sean Porter's outfit was matching. You know what? Tell you the truth, actually, you are correct. And the reason why they weren't matching is because it didn't coordinate. Because it doesn't have to be the same color or colors that match with it. It has to be able to coordinate. And I got that from Pops. Got that from Pops. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all know what I'm talking about with Pops, you got to be able to coordinate. And I noticed that the feathers in his hat didn't match really either, because he had brown, he had like the peacock colors, the peacock green fluorescent colors in there. That didn't kind of match. And then he had like a little piece of gold on there, a little gold crown looking thing. The tie, the shirt that he wore didn't match the tie. Didn't match the tie. The type of tie that he wanted to wear. I don't know who dressed that boy. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing. When Sean Porter retired, he didn't have a job. He did. I think he does a better job than Paulie Mayonnaise. King Louis said Tefimo is a danger for Mikey. I mean, everybody really is a danger for Mikey. He coming off a loss. And he's coming off and a lot of people can sit back and look like, hey man, he moved back down to 135. He maybe lost a little bit of power. From 147. And then not only that is, I noticed that with Earl, that the double up on the jab was very effective. And then not only that, he likes to sit back and counter for certain punches, like the jab and the straight right. So I can double up, pump fake my power punches, and he'll bite. Or throw it every now and again, pump fake, and let him bite. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to say that anybody was exposed, that was Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia was exposed. And the only thing that helped out Mikey Garcia is that Mikey Garcia knows how to box. And the reasoning behind the reason why I'm saying that, I know he knows how to box. He knows at least he knows how to not to get knocked out. Mikey Garcia knows how not to get knocked out. He knew that he had no business trying to walk down Earl like he tried to. So what he did was he backed up. He tried his shots with trying to walk down Mikey, and then he backed up. And the reason why he backed up was because he knew one, he was wasting punches, wasting energy for a second, and third, he was gonna get hit with something. He knew it. And so he did right. He backed the fuck up. King Louis said Pedraza lost to Tank and Lomachenko. Mikey should be able to clean that up. I don't know, bruh. I don't know if Mikey could be able to beat Lomachenko, man. I don't think that's that easy. I don't think said at King Louis, who you had the better performance against Pedraza? Who you had? Oh, he said Tank. He said that quick too. And Ron Figler said, "Yep." I mean, but he lost. I mean, that's the way I put it though, man. Like, I think Earl gave everybody the blueprint. I think Earl gave everybody the blueprint. Trust your motherfucking jab. Trust your motherfucking jab. I don't see how you can't trust your motherfucking jab. Why don't you? Why don't you want to trust your jab? That's the only thing that you're gonna keep a motherfucker at bay. That's the only motherfucker is you gonna get points. You saw how they was tallying up as the fight was going on. You saw they was tallying up them jabs over and over again. He tried to block some of them hit the gloves and slid right into his face. Slid right into the face. It was like slid right over to his face. It depends, man. It depends. You know, Mikey Garcia can't fight against a good no Mexican style. I know that much. Not no real authentic dude, not no real dude that know how to really properly use the quote unquote Mexican style. He ain't gonna beat him. He ain't gonna beat him. He ain't gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Mexican style is the worst style because you're not gonna last in boxing fighting that, man. You're not gonna last. You're gonna take too many shots. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good style. It's not a good style in boxing in 2019 to stand in front of your opponent and play rock'em sock'em. It's not a good style. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I keep trying to tell you, I still play summer pro football to this day. I got practice on Tuesday, right? I try to tell my teammates all the time, man, if like especially the running backs, man, if you don't use your shoulder pads, I'm like, because you're gonna sit here and you know, you don't want to be stuttering. You don't want to be fighting to say words when you're speaking. You don't want to be forgetting shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to come out here with all your faculties, man. Use your motherfucking shoulder pads, man. You know, make this motherfucker you don't got to go up in there and just do the go up in there and smash the motherfucker in the mouth over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Even if you was in college, I tell you the same thing. You ain't getting paid for this. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people on my team, man, we had 2 people last year. We got one dude right now. He got a college to go to. They got a college to go to. So I'm like, man, you need to be taking care of yourself. You know, you up out of here. Yeah, you coming to practice keeping yourself in shape. You ain't got no business hitting nobody, man. Fuck that. You're gonna get more yards anyways. I'm not saying don't hit them, but I'm saying hit them smartly. Anyways, King Louis said Mikey surprised me last night. I thought Mikey was going to run the whole fight. Man, I thought Mikey was going to put up a better fight. I thought Mikey did the Adrian Broner. Mikey didn't let his hands go. A lot of times world breaker fighter. Who was it? Was it world breaker fighter? Who was that? I was on somebody. I think it was world breaker. No, it was Fanon. Fanon was counting. It was like 27 punches in a row. He didn't throw shit. He didn't throw nothing. He just, I don't know, it's because he was dizzy, because he couldn't figure out how to get off, but it wasn't like Earl was constant. Boom, 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 boom. He had time to get off. It wasn't like James Toney versus Vander Holyfield, when Vander Holyfield was like, man, I just couldn't get off. He kept getting off before I did. Like, I couldn't do nothing about it. Every time I thought about throwing a jab, he already hit me. It wasn't like that. He had time to throw anything he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it. He to really to tell you the truth, this really to tell you, let me read some of this, really to tell you the truth, I think Mikey bitched out. I think he bitched out. And I just think that he was, I think he couldn't, I think some of them shots he took, he was just like, damn, if I do this, watching them tapes, he gonna hit me with this. If I do this, he gonna hit me with this. So he was just waiting for that, like Mikey was waiting for that one fucking look. That one fucking look. Over and over and over again. Couldn't get it. Ron Sportsman Lee said, look what happened to Robert Guerrero. He started listening to his father, and he wasn't the same anymore. I mean, like I said, man, you can't, that Mexican style is cool, but look at Tyson Fury. He got hit with that one clean punch that put him to sleep. Like Evander Holyfield said, that for 4 seconds your eyes is closed and you moaning, should have been waved off. Like, come on. And then you watch some of these fights, even to this day, after if you watch these fights, you see motherfuckers getting up at 6, you see motherfuckers getting up at 8, and they calling it off. Like, you see the one fight, how the ref gave old boy instructions, like, okay, go to your right, go to your left, move here, move back. Okay, you're good to go. Let's fight. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that. Let's get up in the ring and let's just stand right in front of each other and throw punches. If that was the case in boxing, a lot of motherfuckers would be getting knocked out. Won't nobody be undefeated. Especially in the heavyweight division, won't nobody be undefeated. It won't even be boxing. It'll just be punch a nigga out. That's what we'll call boxing then, punch a nigga out. Ron Philly said he ate a lot of punishment. He a warrior, but I know he knows who Errol Spence is now, the truth. He said it. Ron Philly, he said in the ring, he said he the truth. He said it. He was humbled about it. He was humbled about everything he said. Mikey Garcia kept it real. Mikey Garcia was like, yeah, that dude, I couldn't do nothing. He the truth. He couldn't do nothing else. He couldn't do nothing else, Ron Figley. He couldn't say nothing else but get him at it. And King Louis said that speaks on Earl power more than Mikey. Yeah. Fanon, I think he does a good job of doing the fights. He do a good job. He do a good job. That motherfucker, I was happy, man, when I saw 2,000 people was up in there watching, man. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's how I know we going somewhere. When multiple channels got 2,000 people watching, you know what I'm saying? Listening to what they got to say about what's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Why they watching the fight? Because that's what I was doing. I was watching the fight and listening to Fanon. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's how we know we outreaching more than what people think we outreaching. You got multiple channels in LDBC. You got multiple channels that are Deontay Wilder fans that's getting 1,000, 2,000 views while they live, man. You can't say we not. How we don't know what we talking about when you only have 100 sporting the Digga Booty icons. You only have 100 guys out there listening to your shit. And then why you go? And then when I went over there just to see if he did do it, The motherfucker was hating on us. Like, what the fuck? Talk about the motherfucker. Why are you watching Errol Spence fight anyways? Why are you watching two PBC fighters anyways? Matter of fact, right? Lost D the Pippin said Mikey looked like you was in a maze and he was trying to work his way out because he was stuck. Yeah, he was stuck. He like one of them goddamn hamsters in the maze. Couldn't find the cheese. Ron 50 said he can't take a punch and get a bag. Mikey Garcia has my respect, but he better not think he's an elite boxer no more, especially at 147. Yeah, he better not. Like I said, he's going to have to go back down and redeem himself. King Louis said, I think Bud get done the same way. I don't think Bud's going to get done the same way. I don't think Bud's going to get the same way. I got that 50-50. But we going but King Louis, King Louis, we going to see. Don't take my word for it. We going to see. I'm sorry. Hopefully, we will see. Lousy the Pimpin said, yes, me too, Ron. I take my hat off to him for having the balls to get up there with Spence. Yeah. I mean, I don't give him the balls for that. I don't give him the balls for going up there and fighting Spence. I don't give him the balls because he didn't do it. I'm not giving that dude no props. I'm not giving him no props. I ain't giving him no leeway. I ain't giving him nothing. Nothing, man. I ain't giving him nothing. You know what I'm saying? If he wants some breadfruit, he better climb the tree. If he wants some sour sop, he better climb the tree. I'm not giving that man nothing. I'm not giving him nothing. Talking all that shit, right? Talking all that shit, man. Come on, bruh. Talking all that shit. And then not only that was, he wasn't gonna fight Spence until he find a way to beat him. So I'm not giving him nothing. Not giving him no credit. King Louis said, I think dude get done the same way. Oh, okay. Okay, you think Crawford get done the same way, or who gonna get done the same way? Lawrence D. the Pippin said, yes, me too, Ron. I take my hat off. Yeah, I already read that one. I ain't take my hat off to that motherfucker. Can I jump on with you? You gotta send me your I just put it in the description, man. Anybody want to get on, y'all can get on. Yeah, I clicked wrong. Don't get on here and start fucking acting the fool, even though I know that none of y'all gonna do it, but there's a link. Any of y'all want to get on? There's a link. Ron Figley said that King Louis, when they talk about Terrence versus Earl, it gets real hard to mod, bro. It's tough in the LWBC. Yeah, it do. You can't. I mean, that's the split right there. That draws the line in the LDBC right there. That draws the line. That draws the line. King Louis said, Ron Figley, bro, I'm just speaking what I see. Ron Figley said, you good. I'm just talking talking in the chat, bro. King Louis said, Spence showed me he's more than power last night. Yeah. He showed a lot of motherfuckers. We were warned before the fight too. Ron Sportsman Lee said, Ross D the Pippin salute. Ron Figley said, they're real boxing heads on BFTB. They be vicious as a fuck. Yeah, they be vicious. Laws D the Pippin said, salute Ross Sportsman Lee, my brother. Thumbs up. What's up, Louis?
What it do, family?
Oh, not much, man. Just up in here, belling in the neighborhood, just seeing what's happening.
Yeah, man, that's all we can do, bro. Hey, man. I give bro. Only reason I sit there and I say I was surprised he didn't run. We all know Earl allowed him to blast them 12. But my whole thing like this here is I don't think nobody else can do that to Mikey at 147 what Earl just did.
I think they can, but the thing about it is that I think they can now because folks was just shown like, hey, man.
It wasn't easy. Mikey was in the pocket. He just couldn't get no shots off because of Earl's power.
It wasn't because of the power.
I think it was the power. Like
when you look at Mikey's face, that was the product of getting hit upside the head 12 rounds over and over and over again. It wasn't like His eyes was closed. It wasn't like he had a broken orbital bone, a busted up nose, two fat lips. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It was he couldn't get past the jab.
The reason I say that,
And then Earl,
what time in the fight did Mikey clinch?
he didn't need to.
He couldn't clinch. All he can do was lean because Errol was so goddamn strong.
There was no need to clinch. There was no need to clinch.
Him.
There was no need to clinch. Mikey Garcia, he had his good points in the fight, just like he had his bad points in the fight. But his bad points was more than good. But the thing about it is, wasn't nothing he can do because of that fucking jab. And then not only because of the jab, Errol Spence didn't keep it consistent. He didn't go like, I'm just gonna do this. He was throwing a couple body shots. He was throwing different punches. The dude couldn't figure it out. And then not only that was he thought Earl was gonna come in the ring and fighting the fight like he thought he was gonna fight. And then Earl get in the ring and fight a whole totally different fight. Hey, what's up? Boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. What's happening, baby? He fought a whole different fight than what he was gonna fight. And the shit that Mikey saw that he can exploit wasn't seen. He didn't get that look. Because like I said, I'm not giving Mikey Garcia no motherfucking credit when Mikey Garcia was not going to take the fight unless he knew he was going to win.
Hey, I'm not saying that, but that just shows me what Errol is, because Errol went in there and changed his game plan. Errol could have knocked him. Errol was giving that nigga nuggies in the 12th. Referee had to come in and tell him stop that nonsense. He did it for like a good minute, like just put his hand on top of him.
I don't think we seen nothing yet.
We just the tip of the iceberg, but we just seen something. I don't think we seen nothing because
you got to think about this. That wasn't a war. That wasn't two guys sitting up in there throwing punches back and forth, taking blows and stuff like that, seeing who's really about it. That wasn't no motherfucking war. That was a chess match. That was a straight up unanimous decision chess match. Motherfucker Mikey Garcia didn't win one motherfucker round. And guess what? Earl even fought him on his terms. This motherfucker said he was a better boxer. He said he was a better boxer, and he got outboxed. And you know what I'm saying? You a better boxer. You can't get past a single jab, and you can't get past a double jab. You can't get past straight body shots. You can't get past nothing with this man. Oh, that's because Earl was even cutting the nigga off. Like, where you going? Nah, you ain't going there. No.
To a sense, I'm playing devil advocate. You know what I'm saying? It's me saying that because when it was coming up here saying the reason why Mikey could beat Earl, oh, he's a 4-time division champ. Oh, he fought champions. He's a champion. I ain't trying to discredit this motherfucker. I want him to stay at 147 and get a win. They're just gonna validate Errol Spence in that division because he just sit there and did something that no one ever done to Mikey. If Mikey can stay in that division, get a win or get a credible, you know what I'm saying, go in there and bang and do way better than what he just did with Errol, that solidifies Errol. That's just all I'm trying to make. That was it.
Let me read some of these comments real quick. Ron Ferguson said, yo, dog, we had a whole street fight with Mexicans. Trust me, I know. Ron Sportsman Lee. Damn, what did I miss? I missed something. Oh, Ron Ferguson said, smack that like, always bang. New media, LDBC everywhere. Yeah, you ain't lying. Reggie Owens in the building. He said, salute my brother. What's happening, man? Ron Ferguson said, Mexicans have the hard heads. Yeah, they do. Ron Sportsman, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
They do.
Shoot. It's been trusted. It's been proven in boxing. They got some hard heads. Even the ones that can't box got some hard heads. Ron Sportsman Lee, laugh my outside. Rob Finkley, yeah, you ain't lying. Shit, motherfucker, break his hand hitting that shit all night. Ron Ferguson said, yo, dog, we had a whole. Yeah, I read that. Ron Sportsman Lee said, I do believe Crawford can give Mikey the business, but not Porter or Thurman. Yeah, man. People in LDB, a lot of people in LDBC saying Thurman might get his ass whooped too.
By Mikey?
Yeah, but ain't nobody giving Porter no shine.
I think Porter give him a harder fight because he's a lot more stronger than folks give him, and he's a lot more rugged. So I give Porter a lot more credit. That's why I didn't too much say Porter. But Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman ain't gonna call him.
That shit ain't gonna work because
Keith Thurman don't want to fight Mikey.
Keith Thurman don't want to fight nobody that ain't gonna give him money. Boxing. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He
want the money now, though. He want the money now because he know he can't win them big fights no more. So he's trying to catch. I
don't think it's that. I just think that he know he need it. He need money right now, man. I mean, you gotta think about though. He's getting older in age. You know, he's been out for a minute. I mean, think about it though. He need a paycheck, man, so he can say that, okay, if I do happen to leave boxing, I got something. I got a nest egg. He needs some bread. I
So he
mean,
trying. I get what you're saying. He trying to line up all the fights, regardless, because like not that he's scared to fight Arrow. He might think he might lose to Arrow, and he might fight him, but he want to get all the money he can before he lose.
nah, it's not. It's not about whether or not if he thinks he can lose against somebody. It's the simple fact is you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this motherfucker is he's constantly slipping on a banana peel. I mean, come on, he's constantly slipping on a banana peel, and we don't know what the doctor is telling him. How if you know about his shoulder and his motherfucker, whatever he had surgery on, we don't know what the doctor telling him. Like, man, you can't keep doing this, homie. Like, this ain't looking good after this surgery, man. We're gonna evaluate you and blah blah woo woo, but you might not be boxing for too long,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the stuff that we got to be thinking about with Keith Thurman, like all that stuff. Like, you know, he might just need a bag because he know that fighting somebody and losing is he gonna be his stock gonna drop. Let me read boxing conversation with Reggie Owens says that's true. At Ron Philly, I remember putting tips on the Mexican cat at the park. I had enough knowledge not to punch that fool in the head. Bet on him so bad. He wanted to beat on him so bad. He wanted to get into that pistol play. Yeah, that's how motherfuckers is, man. When you can't throw hands, the best thing to do is whip out the pistol. That's the hardest man in talent right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm quoting Nate Dogg. Laws D. The Pippen said Reggie Owens salute. Ron Philly said they grab bats, knives, and all, bro. Yeah, I seen a motherfucker get hit upside the skateboard, get a hit upside the head with some skateboard trucks, and this shit blew up like a goddamn cartoon. Boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. Yeah, that shit went like.
You seen a pile like in the comic book.
Nah, the motherfucker. Look, this is what happened, man. So I used to go to Roosevelt Junior High. So in San Diego, man, we be having race riots and shit, man. I don't know if they do no more, but we used to have race riots like blacks versus the Mexicans, Bloods versus the Crips, blacks versus Samoans, all types of shit, right? So this particular day, this white dude has said something stupid to these Mexican dudes, man, like something racist. So this nigga running down the street, in the middle of the street, he jumps in the random dude's truck, the back of the bed of the truck, with his skateboard. Man, he took that skateboard. The first dude that tried to hop in the back of that truck, all you heard was crack.
Smack.
No, you didn't hear smack. You heard crack. I was like, God damn. He hit them all. And then all you see that shit go swoop. I'm talking about this dude had like 20, 30 Mexicans running after him in the middle of the street in traffic. In traffic. I'm talking about in traffic on a busy ass street. You got 20, 30 junior high school dudes running after one white dude in traffic, and he hopped in the back of a truck because he knew that was the only way he's gonna get out of there.
He's gonna get out that bitch alive.
And all you heard was crack. They didn't get him. I think it took him about. He didn't go back to school for like a minute, and he came back and they whooped his ass pretty good, but they didn't kill him or nothing. But they gave him a beating after school because wasn't nobody really fighting during school. They'd get you out. They'd get you out.
That's how you do it because you don't want nobody to stop it. We'll wait till you on, you know what I'm saying, outside the gate.
No, they ain't why, because we was getting $500 fines. That's why.
What, you talking about the kids?
Yeah, your parents get a $500 fine.
Man, I just didn't want to get suspended. So I'll fight your ass outside this damn school and shit like that.
Now, how would you feel?
Come back tomorrow and brag about it.
How would you feel if your parents got a $500 fine?
I didn't give a fuck. I was a kid.
Okay, you'll get your ass whooped too again. Anyways, Ron Philly said we got a lot of representatives today. Yeah, you would have got your ass whooped twice. Laws D. Pippen said Keith Thurman needs a new flute. Yeah, he do. And Ron Philly said, no, I'm sorry. Laws D. Pippen said Keith Thurman needs a new flute. Ron Philly says they come deeper than us sometimes. Yeah, they do. They came deep on that hoe. And all he said was some racist. He said a couple racist shit. All you see is roaches scattering, that dude running, yelling.
But no, all bullshit aside, my daddy used to encourage me. He like, bro, don't let nobody punk you nowhere. He bigger than you, you pick up. So my daddy wouldn't give a fuck about this shit. He would be like, bro, why the fuck y'all trying to get on my son after the fact? Because the way I'd raised my son, nigga, he ain't in here starting shit. So it's already been like this here. Motherfucker seen it. Man, God, I mean, one time I got to fight and the teacher knew about it. She walked out the class while we fighting. Didn't go do nothing. Just went and got the other teacher and they just looking. Security heard the shit down the hall.
Yeah,
real shit coming in and tackle us.
They didn't want to get the teachers didn't want to get in the middle because they didn't want to get hurt.
They thought boy gonna whoop my ass. I beat the brakes off his ass. They didn't like me. I used to roast them bitches on my mama. So she went and got all the other little teachers. They ain't called the office. The security guard heard the fight. I'm beating the brakes off this nigga.
Look,
My mama
the schools I
broke the
went to,
podium against this dude. But yeah, I know what you're saying though.
yeah,
It
the
is
schools I
fucked
went to
up.
was a lot different, man.
That's fucked up.
The reason why they was firing people, man, because all the shit that was going on, people getting stabbed in class, people getting stabbed in the hall. Well, we didn't have hallways because in San Diego, all the schools is outside, like it got bungalows and shit.
I know what
Motherfuckers
you're
getting
talking about. It was like
stabbed
our
and shit.
elementary was like that.
Motherfuckers getting shot after school. Like you might win, but you better hope that nobody catch you walking to school or getting on the bus,
Or
get
that
off the
walk
bus.
from, or that walk from your, like you say, from your class to your bus can get you fucked up.
Nah, they wouldn't really do nothing then because you can't. They try to get you out of school grounds, but
Right.
they had old boy in the street. They had him in the street, so he was off the school grounds. So that's how they got him.
Mm.
But I remember,
That's a
man,
different
like we
element.
was selling bullets in school, guns, all kind of shit, man. You get in a fight in school, man. You fuck with the wrong one. Somebody that got something to prove. One of them baby gangsters, man. Yeah, you gonna get shot, homie. You gonna get shot. You can hear gunshots from you in class. Y'all doing y'all assignments and shit. All you was toot, toot, toot. Somebody getting shot down the street. So, $500 and stuff like that. They tried to do something. Then Camilla Harris didn't help because I'm from California. She didn't want to make the thing that your parents can go to jail and shit. So Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens said, yo, after watching how much stronger you guys was on Sean Porter, I know for sure that Earl Spence will powerhouse Sean Porter. Sean Porter don't want none. Sean Porter just flapping his motherfucking lips. Sean Porter probably thinks the same thing that fucking Mikey Garcia is feeling right now. Like, I found a way to beat this guy, so now I want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He don't want none. That motherfucker watch what's going to happen. Sean Porter ain't going to take that fight next. Sean Porter going to bow down. Sean Porter going to big back and be boo. That's what he going to do. He ain't going to do nothing. Laws D. The Pimpin said Keith Thurman is a hoe. Yeah, he a hoe. He a hoe. He a hoe. Ron Finkley said, I love my son. He's smart, yo. I raised him, man. No doubt. LDBC. That's what you're supposed to do, man. Some of these cats out here, they don't even know how to raise kids. Baby got, you know what I'm saying? They need to read a book. Find somebody that's that's gonna teach them right how to teach their kids. Because a lot of these cats out here, like, how you gonna let your kids? How you gonna let your kids' favorite artist be Cardi B, or your favorite your kid's favorite artist be one of these motherfuckers that don't mean nothing? That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you teaching your
And that's
kid
why
to
I
be a
don't even
follower,
like how
man.
music going right now, because it's so influenced. It got so much influence on the culture, and the shit they putting out there, it's like,
yeah.
Man.
What else we got in here? Lousy the Pimpin said, yeah, real talk, Reggie. You guys beats Porter. Porter needs to do something, man. He need to fight somebody. He need to stop dicking around. Ron Philly said, y'all think Ugas beat Sean? I guess I'll watch again, but Sean showed me something again, bro. He beat Danny the same way to me. Salute Wrench Gang.
I agree, Ronald, because I thought Ugas, like, just off the initial watch, I thought he won. Man, I watched that fight again. Ugas just stood there, bruh. It was like he was waiting on Sean, like he was waiting for Sean to do what he do, like his
Hold on, real quick. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. So he wasn't connecting, none of that. Sean hit him more cleaner, and when Ugas put pressure on him, he got on down. So what did he do? Like, probably like towards when he was like the 7, when he felt like he was losing, and that's when he started applying pressure. But the first 6 rounds, I gave Sean Porter 5-1. And I don't care what no one say. My boy CB said he scored at 7-5. I scored at 8-4. Hey, it ain't that far off. So what I'm trying to say is I gave Ugas the last 3.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Out of the last 6, I gave him 3 of those. And the one when he got the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't counted.
What's
but
up,
it still wasn't enough to beat him.
Baby girl? Over here, eating these lamb chops. Look at this one. Look at this lamb chop.
Salute, Queen.
Look at that lamb chop right there. Yeah, barbecue these hoes.
But that's just my opinion. Maybe, but I'm just saying, I watched it unbiased. I don't care nothing about Sean Porter, nothing about Ugas. But when I seen it, I judged Sean Porter for not fighting his fight that I usually see. But when I went and seen what he was doing something. And I just seen him doing that for Earl, because he ain't finna try to go in there and fight Earl like he fight everybody else.
We're gonna find out.
I bet he gonna go in there and try to box. And after he just seen Mikey get beat like that, and Mikey a way better boxer to me than Sean Porter is, because Porter's really a brawler. Man, that man
know.
on
Porter reminded me of Pacquiao sometimes.
Who? Porter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Pacquiao give Errol a better fight than Mikey did, just because he used to fighting bigger person. Not saying that the outcome won't be the same, but he'll be better than a nigga not throwing no punches.
Mm-hmm.
What they say? Salute. Ugas was slow as a turtle, but I still thought Ugas won. Earl beats on the brace off of Porter. Rob Sport Manly. I agree.
But y'all heard Porter didn't pick Earl either.
Porter didn't pick Earl.
Did he? I thought he didn't.
I think he did. He did that. Everybody, they mama know you just like I said. That whole thing with his daddy about him firing him, that was just propaganda, man. That man, daddy still in his corner. Daddy still got the same type of control he had over his career that he did in the beginning. He just tried to sit there and like blame his daddy.
I told you. Told you that motherfucker ain't going nowhere. I'll put it like this. Sean Porter ain't trying to find no goddamn Earl.
He trying to get that Pacquiao man on Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight.
No, he ain't.
You don't think so?
He's trying to stay alive.
He trying to give him some defenses under his belt.
That motherfucker. He's trying to stay alive.
Where you at on Laws? I ain't seen you in a couple days. Every time you get on, you jump right off.
Oh, Laws said he ain't going on till later. I'm gonna try to find his ass. He got shit to do. Anybody want to get on? Y'all can get on. It ain't just got to be a talk about boxing. We talk about anything, man. Just
join this good Sunday, man.
Just if you get it, come on. If you come on, man, we got to keep it G, man. Can we talking about no bullshit? You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know, if you want to get on, talk about current events or something like that, man. We can lace it down one time. You know what yeah. So hey, man. So I told y'all Keith Thurman was gonna win. I mean, I told y'all Charles Martin was gonna win, man. I said if Keith Thurman, what's up, William? What's happening, baby boy? What's happening? I told y'all if Charles Martin comes in there in shape, he gonna win. And guess what he did? Went up in there and beat the brakes off that boy.
You think Charles Martin get himself back in contention?
Oh nah. I mean,
I wouldn't say it now like that.
Was Charles Martin ever in contention?
Shit, he had a title.
I mean,
he was in position to get that title. I'm not saying that he beat nobody for it, but he was in position to get that title. Yeah. So I'm like, can he get back to that form?
I mean, let's say for let's look at the spreadsheet. Let's pull up the spreadsheet. Pull up the spreadsheet.
Oh, this bitch acting funny.
All right, here's the spreadsheet right here. All right. Charles Martin ain't on nothing in these lists, right? So Charles Martin is going to have to beat somebody to get back on this list. Well, not all, and not
13 in the WBC.
So what?
Say what?
So I didn't see that. Okay, cool. But he's not in the top 10. So you know, in order for Charles Martin to get back where he was, who is he gonna have to fight? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Charles Martin is going to.
I want to see him fight Kanaki because Kanaki watched him in the beginning, but Charles Martin started turning on at the end.
He ain't gonna beat no Adam Kanaki. He ain't gonna beat no Adam Kanaki. The only way Charles Martin's gonna beat Adam Kanaki is if he moved. If he got to show a little bit more lateral movements. You know what I'm saying? And then Charles Martin has the tendencies to cross his feet. Charles Martin has the tendencies to throw a power shot and not being able to throw another shot after that when it's readily available because he doesn't have the correct feet movement in the ring. You can watch the fight. In some instances, Charles Martin, he had his feet too close together to where he couldn't do nothing after he threw the first punch, there were some instances in the fight to where when Charles Martin threw a 1-2 and completely missed the 2, you know, and that's just to show you when you throw a 1-2 and you completely miss the 2, that's because you just throwing it. You're not necessarily aiming. You throwing it out there and not aiming. And you know, there's things that Charles Martin that he needs to work on, but at this point in the game, he shouldn't need to be able to work on nothing but his stamina. He should already be there. He shouldn't need to be working on nothing but his stamina. I think what Charles Martin needs to do is, I think he needs to fire his whole fucking team, and he needs to find somebody that's worth the damn. Whoever's been helping out Charles Martin as of lately, no offense to y'all brothers, y'all might not be the right man for him. I'm not talking about the right man for the job. Whatever type of way that they're explaining him, teaching him to do things, it might not be translating over to him in his brain. He needs somebody that can how would you say that can click with him and his way of thinking. Because when you look at the way he fights and stuff like that, it looks kind of flamboyantish. So, he needs some help. And the reason why I said he'll lose against Adam Konecki, because Adam Konecki is going to play against your downfalls. Adam Konecki doesn't have in my opinion, when I watch Adam Konecki, he doesn't have any he doesn't have something that's going to say, "Ooh, wow, this is a good boxer, blah, blah, blah. He got this, that, and the third." That's not what I see when I see Adam Konecki. When I see Adam Konecki, I see an opportunist. I see a guy that catches you off guard. When you think that he's not going to go forward, he's going to keep going forward. And that's what these boxers need to understand is like, ain't no resetting, ain't no backing up, grabbing your shorts, pulling them up, and nothing like that. It's straight up. You punch until the ref step in and grab both of y'all. And when I was watching the Charles Martin fight, he putting his hands up, looking at the ref and stuff like that. He waiting for the ref to come in and break him up without throwing punches. Like, no, you punch out. You keep punching until the ref break y'all apart, and you protect yourself at all times. With Adam Konecki gonna knock him smoothed out because Adam Konecki is going to keep coming forward, and I don't think Charles Martin got the power to stop this dude.
Stop Konecki. That's something I disagree with because
Chris Arreola won. Chris Arreola.
Yeah. Only reason I say that was towards the end. Like, I could see Charles Martin was a broken fighter going into that fight. We would not agree on, you know what I'm saying? We agree on that. He was a broken fighter going in that fight afterward. He got first round knocked out by Anthony Joshua.
I don't think he's a broken fighter.
To me, because he wasn't throwing his punches, but you can see slowly in the round, he was getting comfortable.
Against Anthony Joshua, how many fighters throw a lot of punches in the first round?
He was throwing shit, wasn't connecting to Anthony Joshua, and then Anthony Joshua.
What I'm trying to say is that you can't really necessarily look. Bermain Stavern is a broken fighter.
Yeah, he destroyed.
Bermain Stavern is a broken fighter. This dude can't even come in the ring in shape. At least it looks like Charles Martin is doing something. At least it looks like Charles Martin is taking something serious. Bermain Stavern don't look like he's taking anything serious because he can't even get past the first round.
I thought Corbin had been game 2, Ronald Fink, and I don't know what happened.
No, Corbin shouldn't even took the fight. His team was hoping that they could get this dude up out of there, hoping that he was going to come out of here. Look, like I said, if Charles Martin would have came in there out of shape, Charles Martin would have been put to sleep. Charles Martin came in there in somewhat shape, and Charles Martin did what he had to do. They was hoping they was gonna get this guy in the 4th and 5th round, get him, and he's gonna be dead tired. That's what they was hoping. But at the same time, is obviously their boy Corbin. Obviously, he ain't been in the gym like he's supposed to. Obviously, he ain't taking shit seriously because he was dead tired.
What was that boy that fought early and knocked him out like in the 3rd round? I think he was the Mexican fighter. What was his name? He was heavyweight. Arreola. Do you think they're gonna put him up in the rankings again just after that bullshit?
I mean, eventually they're gonna put him back in the rankings. I mean, because look at his record. I mean, of course he lost against a couple of fighters. You know, he wasn't the only one he lost against.
You lost to Joshua too.
He wasn't. He ain't the only one he lost against.
Oh, he lost. How many losses he got?
He got like 4 or 5.
Okay,
Let me see, just so we can get it down.
gotcha.
But Chris Ariola even says his downfall is Chris Ariola. Tell you the truth, like motherfucker don't know how to stay out of the goddamn bars and clubs.
Yeah, he said he liked to party. He liked the
You know what I'm
lifestyle.
saying? Like he like the no, it ain't like he liked the lifestyle. The motherfucker like to have fun. But at the same, okay. He lost against Vitaly Klitschko, Thomas Adamek Amtrak. He lost against Bermain Stavern and a unanimous decision. And then he got knocked out by Bermain Stavern. And then he got a decision against Fred Kotze. And then he lost against Wilder. And so that's what I be actually he never
Okay.
he never lost against
Joshua. He never fought Joshua.
mm-mm.
That's the other.
Never fought Joshua. But that's what I be trying to tell folks, man, with Chris Ariola.
I got him confused with Molina.
No, that's fine. I know it's a Mexican dude. You know, I do too. I do too. But like I said, my fellow Californian, Chris Ariola, his downfall has always been the gym. I mean, like folks have been trying to tell y'all, Bermain Stavern wasn't no punk. Bermain Stavern wasn't no punk. Bermain Stavern is the only person that we can remotely say that says that he gave up on fighting, but didn't give up on a check. You see what I'm saying? We can't say that with Chris Ariola. We can't say that with Charles Martin. We can't say
did Don King cut him?
Huh?
Did Don King cut him? Because they were talking about after he lost that fight, Stavain, after he lost that fight, Don King was going to cut him.
He probably did, but that's a bitch move on Don King. I mean, Don King needs to be like this. If I was Don King, I'd be like this. Look, dude, this is your last chance. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm going to pay you not to have a fucking job. I want you in the gym 3 to 4 days out of a week. I want you in the gym 8 hours out of a motherfucking day.
And that's why I say putting in work, because bro, you doing this shit to get there, and you get there and you stop doing it. It's like, it don't make sense to me. It's like you get into the NBA. You got to continue to practice. You got to continue to work your craft, perfect your craft. But because you think because you got to this spot, that's enough. And it's a lot of people that think like that, and that's why they don't succeed. But the announcers, even he said it. He said he's on his back leg. He's on, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we said the same thing about Fury. All it takes one fight and people think about you different. That's all it takes.
Let me read some of these comments. What we got here? Ron Philly said we were on the corner getting blow by blow. Yeah. That's one spot to look at it. That's one spot. Marlowe's corner is another spot. Williams said Charles Martin has skills. I was a little impressed. Charles Martin, he don't have the best skills in the world, but you can tell he know how to box a little bit. You can tell he got a little something. But man, I think he needs to get rid of everybody. I think he needs to. If I was Charles Martin, I'd be fucking going for somebody else. I'd be like, yo, I need help. I'm trying to get to here. I need help. Bermain Stavern, I need help. My cardio ain't shit. I need help. You know what I'm saying? Ron Figley said, I thought Corbin would be game. I didn't think he was going to be game. I watched his fights, and I went back and looked at him, and he sits down too long. He sits too long. He sits. That's what I saw. And that's the reason why I said all that sitting that Corbin doing. I was like, look, Charles Martin going to get him if he come in shape. He's sitting too much. Ron Figley said, total broken Stavern. Yeah, Stavern's something else. Ron Figley said, Ariel is a good scrapper for a heavyweight. Ron Figley said, I went 3-1 last night. I got Ariel picked wrong. I think King Louis 2 went 4-0.
Yeah.
You got that one pick wrong. They got the Areola pick wrong. That's what he meant.
I picked everything last night right. I went 4-0. No crow for me. But
it was easy to go 4-0 last night. He just missed one fight. It was easy. It was, to me, to tell you the truth, it was easy.
Hey, that Areola pick was a pick 'em. But I went with Ariel just because he was seasoned, and oh boy, he ain't went too many rounds. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even going too many rounds. So he was gassed after the first round.
Because you got to fight to get them 8 rounders, them 8 and 10 rounders. And then
but I'm saying that's the only reason I picked up Walker. I was like, this experience, he ain't gonna be able to get off like that. But I ain't know that Areola was gonna go in there banging like that. Nope, and he took all that boy energy in the first round.
I didn't I didn't pick him. I always picked Areola, and it wasn't because he was seasoned. Because I know the boy can box, and I knew they was coming up in there trying to cherry pick. I knew they was coming in there trying to cherry pick. They thought because you got to think about though, a lot of these cats they be trying to use these guys that's been around as a stepping stone. But the thing about it is, like the way the heavyweight division is right now, the first thing you need is stamina. That's
And
the
I
first.
seen that boy Areola just fought. Ain't that the dude George beat on the
George,
wild on the
who
wild
Corbin?
card?
Corbin?
What now? What's that Corbin that he fought? Areola fought?
Yeah, he was undefeated.
He was undefeated. No, this wasn't him then.
Yeah, Corbin was undefeated.
That nigga look just like the dude George had fought.
Oh, thanks, Lawsy the pimping. Thanks, Ron Figley. Ron Figley said Martin smoked too much weed. I believe it. He's smoking. It ain't weed, man. I think that motherfucker's smoking crack. You know, you ain't got to be fat to smoke crack.
Hey, I seen fat crackheads.
Yeah, there's some fat crackheads out there. He's smoking. He eating right. You know what I'm saying? He getting it readily available. He ain't feeding for none. He getting it right. I don't think something Charles Martin doing. He ain't doing right, man. Same thing for Bermain Saverne. Something right about look. The way the heavyweight division is right now, ain't no way in hell that Bermain Saverne can't come out here and whoop no Oscar Rivas or.
And I was just gonna ask you about that, boy. What you think about him?
Adam Quinakis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll get Cabiel or no Frezo Quindo. That's some shit that Bermain Saverne should be whooping, but the motherfucker can't even get in shape.
And Charles Martin too, though. They both should be whooping them boys.
Nah, not Charles Martin.
Why you say Saverne is more champion than Charles?
Because Charles Martin got gifted that belt because the motherfucker
I don't care about the gift. I'm just talking about what I seen them do. I understand. I get what you're saying. He got knocked out by AJ.
Charles
he didn't beat Kanaki, and now he's back on rebound.
It's not that.
At least from
Charles Martin was never shit.
I get you. Hey, I can't. Hey, I'm 1,000 pardon. I just sound like a couch or whatever. I'm just going off what I see now. I'm just thinking now is his chance.
All right, I'm gonna. if you're going about what you see,
but you're right though. You 100% right. Like you just said, Bermain was a champion and beat champions. So Charles Martin ain't done shit. You're right. He ain't done shit. He hasn't, because he ain't comparable to no damn Charles Martin.
He never done shit. I said he never was.
He's not comparable though. He's not comparable when you sit there and compare the two. He hasn't done shit compared to Stavern. At least Stavern who beat champions.
No, Stavern was looking decent in the ring. From his head movement, all that. He was looking decent. Charles Martin ain't never looked decent. Charles Martin get in the ring, he looks stiff. He looked flamboyant in the ring. Come on. He got his feet too close. He can't double up on punches most of the time because he's stumbling over his own feet. Come on. Charles Martin ain't never gonna be shit. And Charles Martin needs to go to he need to hit the reset button. If you want to, if motherfuckers want to say the phrase daring to be great, if you want to dare to be great, sometimes the best thing you need to do is check yourself first. Just like I tell a lot of these bitches out here. You want to talk about these dudes in their dick game. Sometimes, bitch, you need to check yourself first. And shit probably loose and dry.
Oh God, I remember my bitch must said some shit to me. I said, well, she like, I like the track. It's nothing in there. I said, well, maybe you got some nothing ass pussy.
Yeah.
Stop trying to blame me for your flaws.
Sometimes it ain't the dude. Sometimes you need to check yourself first, homie. And that's what me and Laws D was saying the other day, man. These fighters need to understand. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck how many tapes you watch of a fighter of your opponent. I don't care if you study your fucking fighter as an opponent. The first thing that you should be as a fighter before anything is be ready. You can't even be ready for your opponent. You can't even get past the first and fourth round, let alone the fifth for your opponent. Look at Alexander Povetkin. Tied. Can't even come on, man. Y'all need, these motherfuckers need to, y'all can have all that good game, all that footwork and all that stuff. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing in the gym, because obviously y'all ain't doing enough. Look, if my job was football, if my job was boxing, I would swear up and down I got the best shape in the world, because that's how I would feel. But these cats out here, this is your job.
You can look at their bodies. You ain't lying.
This is your job. Like, Charles Martin might have to have a second job or something like that. But, a couple of the other fighters might have it. But you got to think about it, though. If you got a job and it's boxing and blah, 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 whoop, and you getting 50,000 here, 100,000 here, 200,000 here for a fight and stuff like that, You manage your money right. You shouldn't need to. You shouldn't need to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't need to go out there and get a gym membership. You should just go to your own goddamn gym and get up in there. You know what I'm saying? If anything, work on your fucking cardio. If anything, work on your fucking footwork. If anything, work on your fucking jab. That's all
You
you
see
got.
how Wilder train? Wilder be in the damn in the forest, in the woods and shit like that, where the humidity is real high, and he got the sweat mask on. And he running through that bitch.
Man,
That's cardio. They
Wilder
don't
don't
even.
even jog.
What you talking about?
Wilder don't jog.
He don't jog, so that shit he showed for Showtime was just show.
Yeah, Wilder don't jog. He even said it. He said, I don't jog. I don't run. I get up in here and I do all these rounds. There's nothing.
Man, if he,
Look,
I just feel like if he did that, if he start jogging,
I'm gonna tell you this. There's nothing that's gonna look. Jogging ain't gonna do shit for you. And I'm gonna tell you that.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell you that.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you from experience it does, because I haven't jogged in years.
I'm gonna tell you from experience that the best thing you can do, the best thing you can do is a bicycle. The best thing you can do for your legs is the bicycle. The bicycle.
I understand your leg, but I'm talking about not your legs. You trying to get your lungs too. So I'm talking about the humidity. Maybe you do it with the little mask and shit. But when we were doing it, wasn't no masks.
You're gonna get your lungs if you was actually putting work in that motherfucker.
Bro, I used to run 5 miles a day. Real life shit on the track. Just run that shit all day, then go in the gym and lift.
That 5 miles ain't gonna do shit. That's 5 miles ain't gonna do shit, but fuck your knees up.
No, I'm in Colorado first, cause like I'm gonna tell you, I was in shape in Jackson. Listen, this is Mile High. This is like the air so damn thin. You get the moving. Basketball players have the same issues when they come out here and play the Nuggets. Even in football, that's their home field advantage.
I know.
So I'm saying you gotta train yourself.
You don't. What I'm saying is you ain't fighting over there. What I'm saying is you're fighting somewhere else. And not only that is what I'm saying is you're fighting somewhere else. It might be a lot more humid than what it is over there. So now you're fucking fucked.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ooh, how?
Yeah. Oh man, I guess you never went. I guess you never went.
But I'm from Mississippi. I just sit here and told you.
I know that. But what I'm telling you is, it's humid over there. Now you're going over there to thin air.
Thin air gonna make it where that humidity. I'm already used to the humidity.
Dude, ain't nobody giving a fuck about no goddamn humidity. Because
no, I'm saying I'm already used to the humidity. I'm talking about the thin air in Colorado, getting your lungs ready for the humidity.
That's not even part of the discussion right now, because water ain't even going up there, first of all. And I don't even think that's the correct stuff, because I know for a fact that Wilder ain't fucking jogging.
No, I didn't say you. I'm just saying when I seen the Showtime thing, when he was in the woods with the mask on, he was jogging.
And when I'm telling you from experience, running 5 miles a day ain't good for your fucking knees. And what I'm going to tell you is what's going to get you best is fucking getting on a fucking bicycle and actually doing those damn rounds like you fucking supposed to. Like a lot of these cats out here talking about they doing 12 and 15 fucking rounds, they probably fucking lying or they slacking in the fucking ring. That's what the problem is. Bermain Stavern could have got up there and said, yeah, I'll be doing 15 rounders and blah, 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 woo, woo. But what are you doing in there? You're probably fucking slacking. That's what the problem is. You ain't fighting in Colorado. You fighting in fucking Las Vegas, New York, Atlanta.
I'm not saying you fighting there. It's preparation. So why did Tyson Fury go to Big Bear?
I know that's not what you're saying. I know that's not what you're saying. But fuck fighting. I don't give a fuck if Tyson fighting in Big Bear.
No, he went to Big Bear to train because he get his stamina right there. And then when he fighting in a lower elevation, it ain't gonna affect him.
And that shit didn't get his stamina up, because I'm telling you this right now, right when you come back down to another lower elevation, your body started getting used to that lower elevation. So it didn't really matter. I know a lot of UFC fighters go up there and do that dumb shit, but guess what happens when they come back down to that lower elevation? Their shit starts going back to fucking normal. Then not only that is when it goes back to fucking normal, not only that is now, how come even motherfuckers that go up there don't even look like they have stamina?
Who?
A lot of
fighters putting in the work.
None of them do, because they don't pace themselves. And the people that do pace themselves, like Tyron Woodley, they get fucking called out for it, because Dana White wants explosion. He wants quick, exciting fights. You see what I'm saying? So come on, bro. All that going up to Big Bear and all that stuff, you're fighting somewhere else, and you don't even have nowhere near the stamina that Deontay Wilder has. You don't have no Charles Bermain Stavern coming up in there. Don't even have the stamina that Charles Martin has. You gotta at least have the fucking stamina. Going to Big Bear is not going to...
No, I'm saying that's how to establish it. I'm just saying that's a good way to establish it. I'm not saying that's the only way to establish it. I'm saying that's a good way to do it.
That's not the good way to establish it, because the motherfuckers can't even do it at fucking home.
But I'm saying if you for real, I'm not disagreeing with you, Mike. I'm just saying if you for real about your training, it's just like me saying if I can get in a hyperbolic timetable to do the crystallization of my body to do the healing,
Does
but I'm
Earl
not
Spence go
able
to
to
Big
if I
Bear?
just do ice baths.
Does Earl
You gonna
Spence
tell me
go to
the
Big
air
Bear?
baths ain't the same as the chamber?
I don't give a fuck about those chambers and shit. Does Earl Spence use the chamber? Does Earl Spence go to Big
No, I'm
Bear?
just saying he don't. He put in work.
Exactly. You don't need to do all that. Put in fucking work. That's what I'm
But I'm
saying.
just saying, if you put in the work and you go take it to another level, because now you taking yourself into another environment where the elements is not the same, the
It ain't
air
gonna
is
do
thinner, so
shit
you
because
get
your
tired
body's
of
gonna
quicker.
reacclimate. Your
So
body's gonna.
I'm saying when you training it, I'm like, if you already training, I'm just saying you training. I
All
ain't
right,
talking
well,
about
all right,
Bermain
man.
for burn right now. I'm
Hey,
talking
but
about
we're
Earl
not.
Spence.
I know
Just
you're
think
not.
about
I
his
know you're not.
stamina, how
What
crazy
I'm,
it'll
what
be.
I'm, but what I'm telling you is your body's gonna fucking reacclimate. Your body's gonna reacclimate to what it fucking was. Because you're going from one elevation, going back down to an elevation, your body's gonna fucking reacclimate. Your lungs and all that shit, the way you process the motherfucking oxygen in your bloodstream is gonna reacclimate. That's what
What
I'm
do
saying.
swimmers do to what do swim long like what you call them deep diving swimmers? What do they do?
They
They
that's
do a technique when they hold their
they
breath
they
underwater where
have
it
to
enlarges their
stop it.
lungs.
Stop it. They have to do that because it's
But
one.
I'm just saying that's
Listen,
training. That's a form of
no,
training.
that's the form of training, but it's one. But they don't have to worry about nothing but going down and then coming back up. Coming back up is the hardest. They don't have to do all that stuff that boxers have to do. It's not just one. It's not. They have to. What they're dealing with is just leg movements, and that's it. Because they're trying not to move anything else.
No,
They're not.
I ain't talking about their legs. I'm talking about like the effect of what them doing being in that water
Man,
so
look,
long.
King Louis,
I'm telling you, it
King Louis,
expand.
man,
They make their lungs
King Louis,
larger
man.
than the average.
This is what motherfuckers in the Navy call what you're doing. You're nuking it.
No,
You're
I'm not,
nuking
folks. I can't
it.
even get my point.
No, because there's no point to be made. What I'm saying is that these cats ain't doing shit. You
But
don't
I'm
have
not
to.
saying that. I said if they were to
You don't
do
have
something like that, I'm
but
just
it's not gonna
saying
do
I was
nothing.
speaking from
It's not gonna.
experience.
But
I
that's
wasn't
not.
even trying to
I
compare
know.
Colorado to them. I'm
But,
just saying
but but what I'm
I was
saying is
speaking from experience.
it's not gonna do nothing for them because it's a mind game. It's an isolation thing. That's why people go on Big Bear Mountain more than anything because of the isolation. But you can still find. But
Isolation
you
and
stop it.
elevation too,
Stop it. Hold
folks.
up. Hold up. It's not just that. It's the isolation. First off, and second off, they still find a fuckery out there. And second of all, they sell the dream of that you're gonna get your body up to this acclimation and stuff like that. So when you come back down, you're gonna have more stamina. But what I'm trying to tell you is your body's gonna reacclimate, so it doesn't
I'm
fucking
not
matter.
telling you wrong, but I'm telling you I wasn't even saying what I was saying to be telling nobody else to do it. I was just telling you I was throwing points like I am from Mississippi. Used to work out there a little bit, but when I came out here, this is when I really started really trying to work out and shit like that. Because this is where I got locked up at. So the elements of being out here, I get tired of quicker than a motherfucker that was already out here. When I went back to Mississippi, man, my wing was stupid, bro. When I said I was running 5 in Colorado, I run 5 out there and feel like I can run another 5 just because my lungs, my wing was up just because I was in condition. So my thing is this:
And
I'm not saying just go to Big Bear and go there if you're not training, because if you're not putting in the work, it's not gonna do nothing for you. And that's what I agree with you.
man,
But I'm just saying if these cats professionals,
the best thing to do is take your bitch ass to the desert. That's what the best thing to do, and that's the reason why a lot of these
that's gonna damn near kill you.
no, and that's the reason why a lot of these fighters. That's where I live most of my life at in the desert, San Diego and Yuma, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of these fighters out here, they gym is ran like a motherfucking sauna. It ain't just for losing the weight. It's for building that stamina up. Because what happens is when you that dry heat. What's going to happen is that when your ass get up in that motherfucking arena, what's going to happen? The arena's going to be kind of chilly because they got the AC flowing and all that stuff, right? So you're going to be way better than what you is. You ain't going to get hot. You ain't going to overheat like some of these other fighters going to get hot and overheat. Because once you start using the muscles and everything, you start to overheat. So
facts.
That Big Bear shit,
yeah, like that. Don't like really. I shouldn't even been saying that for heavyweights because really, like you say,
no,
when
it's for
you
anything
think
because
about, because like you
it's
just said,
because
muscle. That muscle
you
gonna
got to think
drain them
about this.
faster than
They go to
anything.
Big Bear. They go to Big Bear, and then they go somewhere else and train for a month before the fight. That shit is irrelevant. That Big Bear shit is irrelevant.
For a big nigga, it is because
It
they
don't
muscle.
matter.
Like you
Even the
said.
big
But
dude, it's
for a cat
irrelevant.
that's smaller,
Even the little
the
dude, it's
dehydrates.
irrelevant.
On stamina goes
I'm
slower. It
trying to
just
tell
gonna
you.
raise it.
I'm trying to tell you, but you're not listening because your body's gonna reacclimate to the fucking conditions that you're in. It's just like if you go take your punk ass right now. Sorry, excuse my language. I mean, call you punk ass. But if you take your
Oh,
butt
you
over
good,
there,
bro? I ain't taking
if
nothing
you
this
take
shit
your butt
hard.
over there to the UK, first of all, you got to get acclimated to everything that's over there. The weather, the air temperature,
The
and
altitude sickness and all that shit.
yeah, you got to get
What
used
you
to all
call
that
me?
shit.
What's that thing you say, the sickness that you had when you go to a different place?
No, we call it the crud. You
The
got to
crud,
get used
yeah.
to all that shit. So you go in the Big Bear, you isolating yourself over there for a fucking couple months, and then a month before the fight, you going somewhere else to fight for the month because you're not fighting the Big Bear and you're obligated to be in a certain place at a certain place for the fight. So you got to be there a month or two before the fight, and so that Big Bear shit is irrelevant. That Big Bear shit is only good for UFC fighters that can just go to Big Bear and then come back right off the back, but it doesn't matter because they still get tired just like the whole lot of them. So boxing conversations with hold up. Ron Freddie said I always wonder about that Big Bear shit. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens, Oscar De La Hoya started that Big Bear camp. Ron Freddie said climate change can be bad. Yeah, it can be bad, but that Big Bear shit, really, to tell you the truth, I'm telling you, is more of getting them fighters out of their element and getting them
focused. Getting them focused. I feel what you're saying.
The rest of the other shit, the rest of the other
my training, I guess because I'm always back and forward, so I don't feel the difference no more. Because I pull myself to the top out here, so when I go to the south, I swear to God, I'd rather have that humid heat than dry air when you trying to gasp for air, but you can't get enough of it. I'd rather have a whole bunch of air around me than it's just controlling your breathing. Out here, you feel like you can suffocate in this thin ass air.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just all I'm saying.
This is what you gotta understand is that's what I'm trying to tell you is because the dry heat is better because you're gonna go to these arenas. These arenas, they have buffers in there to keep that humidity out, even if you are in the humidity. So you're good in there because they can't be having all that metal, all them electronics, and all that shit, getting that shit up in them and having them rot it out. And so that's what you gotta understand. That's the reason why it's best to use the dry heat in it. It's best that you have it dry heat in the gym. That's why when you look at
just go whole dry.
It's best to it's just best to train without AC.
I feel you.
It's just best to train without AC.
I'm just saying I felt the difference when I was in dry, like in the humid. When I was in the humid, I felt my lungs, you know what I'm saying, being way more stronger. You know what I'm saying, than it was before I started what I was doing in Colorado.
And we're like, check this out. In the NFL, in the NFL, see, boxing, I mean, to me, indoor sports don't benefit from don't benefit from a home field advantage.
Why?
I don't care what anybody say. Because the only thing, no, not even that. The only thing you have is the fans rooting for you. That's the only thing you have.
The dome.
But if you outside, outside, period. If you outside, it's different when you say home field advantage because if you got to go to San Diego to the East Coast, that's a different climate. If you got to go to the East Coast to California, it's a whole totally different climate. The people on the East Coast gonna deal well better in the NFL on the East Coast. I mean on the West Coast because about the time the game come on is 6 and 7 o'clock. It's not as hot as it is, and it's already hot during around that time over there in the East Coast. Anyways, they're already dealing with 80 and 90 degrees.
Would you rather put? I understand the reason you say you rather perform inside a dome because you ain't got the elements of the weather.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I was saying was that you don't have really too much of a home field advantage if you're playing in a dome. If you're playing in an arena, but if you're playing in the outside arena, that's when the home field advantage really hit because
of the elements.
That's when motherfuckers coming from California all the way to the East Coast. That's when their chest is gonna feel that humidity.
Yeah, I feel you. But I say that is like, cause like motherfuckers don't like playing in Chicago in December and January. Why? Because it's gonna be like 20 degrees outside. And when you can go to Miami and it's 70.
And then when you go to Arrowhead, the elevation is a lot higher, and they know that, and so they're hoping that the motherfucker gas out quick. But you got to think about it though. The motherfuckers don't gas out like they supposed to over there at Arrowhead Stadium because the motherfuckers are in shape. That's what the problem is.
They gas out in Denver.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this one thing. You can say that, but how many times Denver lost a home game?
Hey, you right.
And they have home field advantage with the elevation.
You right. I ain't taking nothing from you.
That's
But
that's
hey, the coldest on home field advantage is the Seahawks. Cause they got
yeah,
the elements and the
yeah, but
crowd.
that don't mean shit because nobody can run. that
Say what,
don't
bro? No, no, I'm
it's
not saying that. I'm
it,
not
it,
saying
it
that.
it does help a bit. It does help a bit, but not as much as not as much as far as the humidity with the elevation for some of these teams, and that's why that's the reason why it was good to see you know some of these. That's like Anthony Joshua fighting in a open arena over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? He fighting an open arena to where it's not climate control, none of that stuff, and blah blah blah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's home and field. That's home and field advantage for him because he knows how it feels to fight over there. Now you take a fighter that never fight over there in the outside arena, never fought in the outside arena before in front of all them goddamn motherfuckers. That's home field advantage.
Facts. I feel what
That's
you're saying.
that's
I get
home
what you're
field
saying.
advantage. You don't really have home field advantage if you don't have no advantage. What you have advantage of people rooting for you. That ain't gonna affect that don't
It does
affect me.
affect if you're on the field and you can't hear the quarterback saying hut or calling
Man,
his call, then you
man,
got to
let me
go to
tell
a
you something.
cadence
Let me
that
tell
they
you
can
something.
read.
Let
I'm
me
just
tell you
saying, like, you
something.
got to go to a cadence where you got to
No,
sit there
let me tell you,
hand
but
tap the
stop it,
tap the tap
stop
or
it,
some shit.
stop it, stop it. I'm telling you, I do it. They do it. But the thing about it is the wide receivers and some of the people on the line, once that shit start happening, they don't
Oh,
move
you
into
got
the
to watch
ball
the
more.
ball. You watch the ball off the rip. Wide receiver job is to watch the ball. You ain't even looking at
No,
the quarterback.
everybody end up doing that. They can't hear.
What you talking about?
You go off the center.
I get you go off the center, but then it's a lot more easier for the defense to read. Except for what I'm saying. If you come in there and you going off cadences and you
What you
creating
mean? What you mean?
outsides
It's
and
the
shit
same
just
thing.
by they don't know
No,
when you
no,
gonna
no,
snap
no,
this
no, 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 no,
call.
no. Because you can't really tell when the center is going to snap the ball. You can't
But
really
listen,
tell.
this is what I'm saying. What you mean you can't say if the quarterback sit there
You
and get
can't
the
you
damn
can't really you can't
he
really
sit there
tell.
and he call everything, that's
I'm
just a
telling you.
decoy.
Listen. I still
And when
play,
you step
dude.
under the bitch and
I
you see
still
him
play,
tap him.
and I still play both sides of the field. That's only in the shotgun. Sometimes, sorry, that's only off
It's
the
stepping
shotgun.
out of the
But but
shotgun
what,
into it.
what I'm tell you is that some plays that we have when it do get loud, we just go off the center.
I
When
feel
he
you.
when he hike the ball, he gonna yell, even though he's not supposed to. But he gonna
Yeah,
yell.
you hear that shit.
Nah, I think it's illegal.
I think it is too. When the defensive player used to say height, you
No,
can't do it no
no,
more.
no. I think it's for any offensive lineman to fucking say something. It's I forget what it's called. It's called like
It's a new rule. It's a new rule.
old ass rule. Ron Philly said I'm actually going to dinner with family. I guess I'm always in boxing chat. We love this shit. Real boxing talk all day. Yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. So what y'all think about Marcellus Wilder, man? What y'all think he gonna do now?
I didn't even get to see it. What happened? Did he win?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out from y'all.
I don't know what happened because like on my Mr. Prelims, I thought it was on like the early card and stuff like that, and I was on the internet looking for it, but they never showed it.
Mm.
So it might have been like one of the first fights or something. You know what I'm saying? Early fights.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just see wherever Wilder go, his brother right behind him. Facts. So just to see him to be on that card, I think Wilder going to Fox.
A lot of people think Wilder going to Fox.
They gotta throw him a deal. And this is something I'm saying right here. Why everybody else deal public and they just keep coming out with Wilder stuff?
Huh?
Why they keep coming out with everything Wilder do, every move he do, and then like when they were talking about well, did Wilder sign a contract? Well, did when
Because
was a contract since?
because
But
Wilder is the guy to talk about, man. All these other cats out there, man, they're not worth mentioning. Everything that has to do with Wilder is the thing to talk about right now because what he does is the talking point. What Wilder does is the talking point. You know what I'm saying? The talking point ain't what Anthony Joshua doing. The talking point ain't what all these other boxers or whatever is talking about. The talking point is Deontay Wilder and whatever he does. Because Deontay Wilder is the bread and butter.
hmm.
He's the bread. He's their bread and butter. You go.
My question: what do you think about Oscar Rivera?
I think he all right, but I don't think he's I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's all
He
that.
like 6'1",
I don't
ain't it?
even think Joe. I don't even think Joe Joyce is all that.
I know he ain't all that. I'll put my house on that shit. When he fight anybody worth fighting, he gonna get his ass knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
He
I
can't
don't.
move.
Uh,
He's stiff to me. He's stiff in everything he do. Even in his attacks be stiff.
nah. Yeah, well, Joe Joyce, it ain't really the stiffness that gets me. It's just like, well, it is it's not really the stiffness. It's all the other things. Like he's his head is open. So if he was to fight Deontay Wilder, he's going to get knocked out because
Hmm.
he doesn't move, and he doesn't move because he's stiff. He just moves because I don't think he feels like moving.
He don't
You
feel
know what
like
I'm saying?
moving.
Yeah, he like he don't feel like not getting hit. Like if you feel like you don't want to get hit, wouldn't you move?
Yeah, who is on Joyce real test? Stavern? They gonna say Stavern.
Who was real test?
Who was Joyce real test? Has he been tested yet?
You can't even say Stavern because he
But
wasn't.
they gonna say it revisionist history. Gonna say, well, he's an ex champ with the whoop, not looking at what he was at the point when he lost.
But who's going to say that?
These fucking UK fans,
No, no, he ain't don't no. The people that's going to say that is the people that don't know too much about boxing.
boxing
That's who,
them too.
that's who's going to say that. They don't know too much about boxing. They just going to go by what the next man tell them.
Ain't he a civil medalist? Listen to these trolls. That's what I'm saying. If he a civil medalist, he was never a prospect.
It don't matter
Cause
who
cause
Joe
like,
Joyce.
they try to say AJ. The reason AJ got his ranking so high and all that, cause he was a gold medalist coming out of the Olympics. Well,
No,
shit, George
no,
Joyce is a silver medalist.
that dude didn't know what the fuck he was talking
I
about.
know. I'm just using their stupid ass logic against him
No,
sometimes.
no, I'm not going to say it's their logic because he the only one that said that shit.
Now I've met some people said some stupid shit like that.
You
Cause I
know,
like when you ask them the question why Joshua he the A side. Why is he the A side?
no,
Then they'll bring up all that shit.
that guy basically said that um they fast the section of bodies will fast track a gold medalist
Yeah, you're
career
right. You was there.
because
You
of
heard all that shit.
because of what they did in the amateurs. But what they did in the amateurs ain't shit. What how they get propelled is throughout because they automatically have a backing. That's what he
Hmm.
failed to realize is they should automatically have fans. They should automatically have people that's readily available come that wants to come up in there and watch the fight. That's not because of the and usually what that is, they usually when you have a gold medal coming out of the Olympics, usually you have a gold star promoter.
Facts.
So that's how you end up getting fast tracked. And
Like you the
I mean,
number one draft pick, and
yeah,
everybody wants you.
that's how you get that's how you get fast tracked. Not because people hold you at a higher standard.
The purse
You
bids.
still a prospect when you coming up in the amateurs, when you coming up in as a prospect in boxing, you always at first you always a prospect. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a prospective fighter. You are somebody that somebody's thinking that you might be worth shit because of your amateur background. But
Man, these damn records is funny as shit, bro. You see how the WBA now recognizing the WBA gold?
huh?
Like you look at your ranking systems on the screen and shit like that. You see how the WBA now is recognizing the WBA
just go ahead. They catch up.
All right. Only thing I'm asking is why is this nigga ranked in the WBA? Why he got a well? Why they ranking the WBA gold
Oh
as a
well,
title?
who you talking about? Joe Joyce?
Yeah, you see now, even they even doing it in the cruiserweights now. Go look
Well,
down at the
well,
cruiserweight.
the reason why they doing that is because it suits them. But it's not going to suit them in the long run. Um, I think that with all their belts and stuff like that, they should recognize them. Um, but that's just the way it is, man.
The WBA gold.
Huh?
So who had that belt before on Joyce?
I don't know.
I think they just created that belt because
No, they,
it's in the cruiserweight
no,
division now too.
no. It's. I think it's always been there. I just think that they haven't been uh letting it be known exactly who has what.
Finna look that bitch up now.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's. I don't think they've been letting it known everything. But doing that for Joe Joyce. I mean, or whoever. I mean, but the thing about it is, what does it mean?
Nothing.
That's the only thing is like, what does it mean having the gold? I mean, because who is Joe Joyce going to fight next? He's going to fight somebody not in the top 15, not in the top 10 of the WBC. Like what I think these sanctioned bodies should do is if you have the silver, if you have the gold, and if you have any sanctioned body, secondary, third, or fourth belt or whatever the case may be is, you have to fight somebody in the top 15.
This is a new belt, folks.
Or if you have the WBC regular belt, regular title, then you should fight somebody in the top 10. I think having the silver, Matt
They
Nick
made
Dill,
it in 2007. Oh no, 2013.
now having somebody within, let's say for instance, Dillian White's has the silver, right? I think you should be the same way as everybody else. I think if you have the silver title, I think that you should be fighting somebody in the top 15 of any sanctioned body. You shouldn't go no top 15, but they don't
Hey,
do that.
I salute what World Breaker was saying when he asked Richard Schaefer what do you think it had to be done for these sanctioning bodies to force them to fight to a sense. And it's like I feel like they need a government. They need a government over all that. They need
But
a
World Breaker,
one sanction.
but that's not the only thing that he said. But World Breaker had softened him. He softened he softened Schaefer up into the question. He softened him up into the question. He didn't just go into the question.
I know.
He softened him up so we could kind of gauge at where his mindset is, you know. And so when I heard what he said, that it's not really going to, William Schaefer kind of alluded to that. Doesn't matter what you do and doesn't really matter because this, that, and the third. But what does William Schaefer know? You know what I'm saying? William Schaefer don't care about all that. William Schaefer
Probably know a little bit more than we do.
probably, but he don't care.
I feel you though.
That don't benefit him. You know what I'm saying? Well, it would if he, but it doesn't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Because what William Schaefer is, only thing that matters is who can make
money.
the next fighter so they can make some money. Yeah, so they can make some money. But
that was to a sense his answer too, because he said at the end of the day, it's a money game, it's a business.
Yeah, it's a money game and it's a business, but at the same time as you're fucking with people's lives, I mean, people just don't get into boxing because of the money. They get into boxing because of the love of the sport, and I don't care who you is that money and all that stuff could be on the line, but when you get your punk ass in that ring, it's a whole new. It's when it's you and somebody else in that ring, it ain't just the money. You know what I'm saying? It's the love of the sport. It's the recognition, and it's the recognition of being the best and all that stuff. So to me, William Schaefer, I mean, he can say whatever he got to say and stuff like that, but that don't, all that stuff don't benefit him. What benefits William Schaefer and these boxing commissions as them being in control of the fighters. That's what benefits them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
These guys are, and you got to think about it though. These guys is
So I got a question for you. Where do we get a government at? Where do we assert a government into this where we can sit here and hold these sanctioning bodies and these fighters accountable?
I'm
Where
not
can we find it at?
I'm not
Where does that
I'm
start?
not I'm not
Because since we know they ain't gonna want to do it,
that's not my thing though. That's not my thing. To me,
that's,
to me, you don't need that. You
you
know what
do
I'm
make
saying?
the
No,
best fight
no,
the
no,
best.
stop it, because we can ask for that, just ask for that, and it might not be what you get. You know what I'm saying?
What
Um,
do you mean?
you can ask for the government to step in and start regulating the sport and stuff like that.
Not the government. I say a government of boxing, like
But
of some.
that's what they, well, put it like this: a government of boxing. Put it like this: you already have a government of boxing. Each section of body has their own government, has their own governing rules and regulations and stuff like that. The thing that's what's going to get boxing is them recognizing what the fans want. They know exactly what the fans want, but these sanctioned bodies, really, to tell you the truth, can't even give the fans what they want, because there's more to it than just what these sanctioned bodies is, what these sanctioned bodies do. And now and then, what you got to understand is none of these sanctioned bodies want the fighters to be in the control of anything. You know what I'm saying? So it don't fit in. So these sanctioned bodies and these networks and stuff like that, that's what they want. They want
Only reason I say a government to a sense because like it ain't nothing in place in boxing that'll make a champion fight another champion. It's nothing.
well,
You can't force another champion fight
there's
another
nothing,
champion.
there's nothing saying you can't, because it happened before.
No, you can't force them. You can't try to take another champion's belt to make another
Yeah,
champion fight
yeah,
another one.
it's happened before. I believe it happened before in history. Like another
When?
thing, like yeah,
With who?
I forget who, but you can ask Kurt Sugar. He'll tell you
Yeah, I'm gonna
it
have to
happened.
ask Kurt.
It happened before, and there's nothing saying they can't.
Well, they need to do it now.
Well, they're not going to do it now because they don't. It's not. It doesn't do nothing for them. They're getting their money regardless. They're getting their money regardless off the fight purses. You gotta think about it though. It's like so. So put it like this: these sanctioning bodies know exactly how much Anthony Joshua was getting paid.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because the amount of money that they get is based off of the fight purse. So you got to think about it though. If it, you got to think about this though. The only way, the only way it's gonna happen to where they force um, Anthony Joshua Wilder to fight is if the sanctioned bodies get tired of matchroom boxing screwing them out of money, which I think that's what they're doing, because they're not going off of how much fight the fight can generate. They're not going off of fight purses and stuff like that and percentages. They're going off of flat fees. You see what I'm saying? That's already so. If Anthony Joshua is getting 32 and Miller is getting, if Anthony Joshua is getting an alleged 32 million, and Big Baby Miller is getting an alleged $8 million. So if you add that up, that's how much money. Add that up, the 10%, 5 or 10%, 8%, whatever that's what the sanctioned body is getting. They're not tripping. They get their money. They getting their
And
money
that's why,
regardless.
and that's where the fan suffers because God said we need something to stop this
Well,
shit. Not saying
well,
we can't stop them from getting their money,
well.
but something to sit there and make it where they have to make this fight, or they won't be able to make this fight
You
because
don't
it's
you don't
gonna be
need you
some
don't need all
scriptures
that.
and some
Stop buying them.
vacations and shit.
You don't need all that. All you gotta do is all motherfuckers need to start doing is start listening to what the LDBC has been telling them, is stop paying for the fights that you don't want to see.
To a sense, I feel like they do that. The UK might be knocked off the planet in boxing
They,
because
they won't.
how
They
many of
won't.
them just gonna really
They
go
won't.
beat a real champion for their belt?
They won't, because guess what? It's gonna open up the competition. That's what the
How?
problem. One of
I'm
the
talking about
problems.
with the way I'm saying it because if you sit there and you order motherfuckers to fight and they just can't sit there and parade their belts and fight who they want to fight, then lose and just keep it in the region and shit like that, where it's gonna be like the best, it's gonna be a ranking system, some above the on the bodies, and basically the ranking system can sit there and have the power to script or force them to vacate, and then it'll go to a tournament, and then they'll force one of the mandatories, or they'll put all the
Yeah, But it doesn't
belt
matter. It doesn't. It doesn't.
holders
It doesn't
inside of the
matter because
tournament.
then you would say like, why would a fighter join a promotional team and then have a promoter telling them who they should fight? It's the same.
What
It's
do
the
you
same shit. It's the same shit. Look at AJ. I mean, look at AJ. Look at AJ and look at Tyson Fury. They signed up for somebody to tell them who to fight for some money. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. It's the same stuff. I mean, if people are tired of watching these boring ass fights and stuff like that, stop buying the ESPN Plus. Stop buying pay per views. Stop buying all these fights. Stop going to and watching these fights that ain't worth the damn. That's what people need to do.
facts?
Because that's what that's,
I can't disagree. 'Cause something just hit me when you said about it might not be what you want, and I can see them forcing him into some bullshit.
I mean, but that's how
Because it's boxing.
you
Because
gotta
it's
think about this
boxing.
though. You get a government body in boxing and all the motherfuckers Mexicans. Then what?
Like they'll force him into some bullshit and try to take his title.
Then what? Then look at Earl, and then
You're
look
right.
at Canelo talking about he ain't fighting no Mexican no more. Like, come on. So what do you think is gonna happen?
You're right.
These cats is gonna be doing what some of these cats gonna be able to do what the hell they want to do, and some of these cats ain't gonna want to. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing, um, it's kind of like playing devil's advocate. Like you don't know what you're gonna get until it happens, and then it might sound good, it might be good and all that stuff, but when it does happen, we don't know what's gonna happen. You still might not get the fights you want to see. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that the only thing I think that needs to happen, I think that it needs to be more emphasis on fighting the best. I think it needs to be more emphasis on if you have a secondary belt as fighting people in the top 10. I think there's needs to be more emphasis on having tournaments to getting ranked fighters. And I think I think that if you're ranked in the top 10 of any section of the body, I think that there needs to be tournaments in there too, because that's the only way you're going to get it. I mean, the WBC tried to. The WBC tried to. Hold up. The WBC tried to do it, but it couldn't happen because of Tyson Fury. They tried to get a secondary mandatory so where they can get somebody else in there for a contention after the Deontay Wilder and Dominic Brazil fight. But look what happened with that.
You're right about they need to put emphasis on a certain fight, best fighting the best. But hey, my question is, I don't see why they don't want that, because wouldn't you think if you can just build one dude, like he can, like, all right, you got Deontay Wilder making what he's making, he's building himself independently. Then you got Deontay on Anthony Joshua, they got a back end, and that's the zone. They give him his money, and Matchroom give him his money and shit. But other than that, what is he making on this fight? Clearly nothing. So why won't you just put all those titles up? Whoever wins the titles, all the sanctioning bodies, because like you said, if you hold the belt, they get a percentage. Why wouldn't you want to be part of the biggest fights? So you create the biggest fight, and that's when you sit there and you make your sport relevant, where the best is fighting the best. So whoever got these titles, you can make them probably a $50 million man.
Well, you
if
can have
not
that,
better, because now they offering this money.
but that could have been happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's like, why would Anthony Joshua sign with Sky Sports when he can make more money without him? Because Sky Sports ain't signing no deals unless they can make money off of you. And then not only that, same thing with ESPN. ESPN figuring they can make some money off of Tyson Fury, figuring they can make something out of Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, it's like they're trying to build a whole new fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, these sanctioned bodies and these networks, in my opinion, they don't want these fighters to be in control of their own career. They don't want to. And that's the reason why I look at Deontay Wilder. That's why he in the predicament at the end, because he probably already laid it down to him. They probably already know. They probably already offered him deals and stuff like that. But he just ain't said nothing. And they already know the tip that he's on. But like I said, who knows? Deontay Wilder saying he probably got he got some big news coming Tuesday or next week. Who knows? Deontay Wilder, like World Breaker Fighter said, he might be going to Fox. And that's and coming from him, that's a good educated guess.
Shit, I saying that shit last night, bro. I was on Marlo's corner last night. I said, man, well, I ain't hear nobody say, bro. Because at first I made a mistake, an idiotic mistake, by saying just about a PBC. Not what I meant to say was Showtime and shit. Like, This ain't Showtime. This Fox, and they giving him, you know what I'm saying, the front stage. They giving him opportunity, and then they allow him to get in the ring and shit like that. It's like for what?
Like check
That
this out.
to me, that sounded to me,
Check
that's
this
them
out.
trying to
This
court
is
him. That's them trying to court him.
they ain't trying to court nobody. Look, I'm telling you what these dudes, they don't give a fuck about none of these cats, man. They ain't trying to court nobody.
When I say
They
court, it's all money. It's all about the business.
they doing whatever they can to you gotta
Sway
see
him.
the zone is hoarding fighters, right? The zone is hoarding fighters. And then all these other networks out here is seeing what all these other fighters is getting, right?
Yeah.
Seeing what
I'm
all these
listening.
seeing what I was looking at something. Seeing what all these fighters are getting. So what's going to happen is, in my opinion, is somebody is going to get picked up because if the zone is hoarding all these fighters and trying to collect all these belts and trying to hold and trying to get these these sanctioned bodies. I mean, these sanctioned bodies on lockdown, like holding over the whole middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? And Edward Hearn being proud of that, but he ain't got nobody fighting over there. Hello. So you know, that's another thing too, man. It's like that's just the way it is, man.
It's a business.
Well, you got to think about it though. Yeah, it is a business, but it's a sport at the same time. But you can't you can't run you can't run things necessarily corporate and hope that if it works out in the end, because most of the times when you go corporate with things, it ends up fucking up shit because that's when you end up bringing people in that don't know shit about the sport. That's when you end
All
up.
out of NFL to a
That's why
sense.
you end up bringing. That's why you end up bringing people in that don't know anything about what the fans want. I mean, in my opinion, all these sanctioning bodies, all these networks, they know exactly what the fans want. They know they know exactly um what what's being said on YouTube. They know. They know how many they know who's the biggest channels on YouTube when it comes to boxing. They know, but they won't say their name. And the reason why they won't say their name is because they don't want to be affiliated with anybody. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when you hearing people saying, "Oh yeah, yeah," people out there saying that the zone won't work and stuff like that. Only people that saying the zone won't work is the LDBC, the biggest the biggest channel out here in boxing on YouTube. It's a conglomerate.
The reason I say it won't work because people just thought you only can get the man, change your email. Man, $1. And then they don't even take it off your they just you just gotta have $1 on your card before the card to be active. Change your email and you can watch every fight you want to watch on the zone for free. Cause they give you the free trial. So the reason it's not gonna work because you know they trying to build their followers like that, but they ain't giving them the product. I bet if they get Deontay Wilder, that free trial shit gonna end. Because then they know his following gonna come, like you said. And
Well,
they know we strong.
it's
So
like
all
one
these
of
big channels hating on us is just a lot of them are LDBC undercover. They want to be over here with us. They took a side and now they just want to stick on that side. But when shit clear and shit, they'll be up in here screaming I'm new and all that bullshit. But
it's like one of those
oh,
things. It's like one of those things. Like I said, man. Like these cats, they can say whatever they want to about the LDBC. They can say whatever they want to about all these channels and everything like that, man. But you know, you can run, but you can't hide.
facts.
You know, everybody know who's a bullshitter. Everybody know who's not a bullshitter. These channels out here, they just talking shit. These networks out here, they just talking shit. They don't want none. Because if they did want some, they won't be allowing these other channels come out here talking shit.
They don't care. Cause like you said, any publicity ain't bad publicity to them. Cause just the interest of somebody saying this nigga's a bitch or this nigga's sorry, this is gonna make you want to look at him even more.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, all you cats trying to y'all goal is to break us down and to break water down. Y'all so deep into it now, you can't stop. So I'm just gonna tell you now, fuckers, you did. Any publicity is free publicity, and if anybody with a brain, and regardless, once we get the views, he gets the views. How you destroying us? You making us more popular, but you're too far in. You can't stop. And then if you do anything else, we gonna call you out on it. Real talk. So
Mm-hmm.
they too far in to sit here and switch sides. So all they gonna do is just continue to give us free publicity. Deontay Wilder, Allah, the LDBC, all of us. They can call us fanboys. We don't know boxing. We hold niggas accountable. And this is something I said. I wish boxing to go back to 15. Won't be no more draws. We'll definitive get a winner. Oh niggas overlook where I said that shit. So in those days, Ali, he's our champion, and he got losses. It's how you conduct yourself when you in that game, and the way you conducting yourself. How can you be the money man before you was pretty? Floyd was pretty boy before he was money, but these cats trying to go straight to money, man. And man, bro, I can't respect you. Care what you did, you go sit there and pick like Mikey. Mikey go whoop a whole bunch of midgets
Damn.
and shit like that, and try to come up here and fight a man and talking about well, I'm a 4 time division. What the fuck they gotta do with 147? But we were being disrespectful about it, so when he went in there, only thing them clowns can say when he ain't knock him out, nigga, he could have. And if you know anything about boxing, you watch that boxing match, nigga, he was playing with that man.
Oh
Because
man,
he could have took him out at any point.
I gotta get up off, homie.
All right, family.
All right.
Salute, folks.
Yeah.